Shubhankar ji. Yeah. Yeah. So as I'm saying, D60 is a very vast topic in itself. Okay. So there are many applications of D60. Some people use it to identify the past life karmas. Okay. Some people use it as a standalone chart, complete chart in itself. Okay. Like they give preference like a D1 chart and they use it as a standalone chart. So everything, whatever we are seeing in D1 chart, same things we can see in D60 chart. This is the opinion of some people. And some people use it with some special techniques. Okay, they have developed their own techniques, research techniques. Okay, like this. But if we talk about classical, like in terms of classical point of view, so can anybody tell me which classical book gives you information about the D60 Shashtiamsha other than BPHS? In BPHS, it is given, everybody knows. Other than BPHS, Kaladipika, what else?
Brihad Jataka.
यह है बृहद जातक में पक्का?
Not so sure, sir.
तो
सर उत्तर कालामृत
दिया है, देखा आपने?
नहीं सर,
तो ऐसे 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 नाम
guessing sir, guessing.
नहीं ऐसे नहीं.
नहीं but sir, मतलब it's a ancient scripture इसलिए.
एंशिएंट है तो सबको दिया ही होगा, ये assume करना है तो सही नहीं है. So at least now you all can do one thing, like next time whenever you attend any session, any webinar, any class, so you have an idea, okay, what we are talking on that webinar. Like today we are D60, so at least you can do some R&D on D60. Okay, so like this, you will be prepared with some initial knowledge, correct? So this habit you all can develop. So that will be useful for you all. Okay, so let me give you the idea about the classical text which gives you D60 information. First is BPHS, obviously, Brihad Parashar Shastra, Sarvar Chintamani, Jatak Tattva, Parijat, Jatak Tattva, Jatak Parijat, and Paladipika. These are the primary texts which gives you information about D60. There are some more text also. Okay, but if you want to read more on this subject, you can at least consider these 4-5 books. Clear? I can repeat one more time. Brihad Parashar Shastra, Jatak Tattva, Jatak Parijat, Mantreshwar Faldipika, and Sarvar Chintamani.
सर सारावली में भी तो है ना D60?
सारावली में भी है.
सारावली में बहुत अच्छी तरह से बताया है D60 को.
हाँ, सारावली में भी है, करेक्ट. सरवार चिंतामणि सारावली both it's talking about D60. Okay, now when you read this classical book, okay, so you will see 2-3 elements in it. Okay, first is D60 calculation, how to calculate D60. Okay, this part today I will not cover here because due to time shortage. Okay, D60 nowadays we have a software that will give you. Okay, but in some session we can also learn about the calculation of D60. Second, you will see the D60 Amsha. Correct? Let me show you some. My screen is visible to you all?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
See, generally, you see the screen whenever you feed any data, natal chart, lagna chart, visible to everybody. Okay. Now, at the bottom, there is a tab, Amsha Rulers. You click here. Okay. You can see here body like Lagna, Sun, Moon, Mars, planets are given here. Divisions, index. You can see here in whose Amsha in D60. Amsha is given. So every Amsha have specific name. And this is not only for the D60. Like in D10 also you can see the Amsha. You right click here, you can check. D20 Vimshamsha, again there is Amsha. Okay. So today we will discuss about these Amshas. Okay. So construction of D60 is one part, understanding of every Amsha. D60 means 60 Amsha, 60th part of that Rashi. And there are 60 Amshas, and every Amsha has specific name to it. Okay, every Amsha has specific name to it. And that name is giving you some information. Okay, like here you can see Lagna is in Kala Amsha. Now what is the meaning of Kala? That you should have a complete understanding. Then only you can use D60 in complete manner. Okay, now there are two things. Okay, so whenever you see D60, now I can create D60 like this. Okay, so you can see in D60, okay, what is the Lagna in D60? Capricorn Lagna, Saturn is in 7th house, aspecting Lagna. Like this, you can use. Some people using like this. Okay, but this is not a correct way. As per my understanding, this is my opinion. I am not saying that you should follow me. Okay, but read about these things. So what I think, don't consider D60 as a standalone chart. Okay, so I have my own reasonings for it. But today, whatever I'm teaching you, I'm teaching you in terms of Amshas. Okay, like Lagna is in Kala Amsha. Now, how to use it? Okay, this is another application. If you read Saravali, which Mitaji just quoted, in Saravali you can see Saravali as well as in Sarvar Chintamani. You will see they are giving you description of each Amsha. Okay, not every book is giving you the description of every Amsha in detail. Okay, they will give you information like which Amsha is malefic or benefic, or Saumya Amsha and Krura Amsha, they say. They are using two different words, Saumya and Krura. Okay, Saumya means consider it like a benefic. Krura means consider it like a malefic. Although malefic is not a correct word for the Krura. Okay, but here, just for the sake of clarity, I'm using the word malefic here. Okay, so every Amsha, as per their property, we are assigning them malefic and benefic. Okay, by using this, we can make predictions. There is another system like we can use deities also. D60 deities. Anybody heard about these things? Okay, so deities will also give you some information. Correct? So like this, there are 2 or 3 different approaches for it. Okay, so today I will show you very simplest approach which you can use for the medical astrology. Okay, just to identify the problem. Okay, and even we can suggest remedies also. Okay, so I have a very simple question. So when we say medical astrology, so which divisional charts we can use other than D60? D60 we are learning today. Other than D60, which other divisional charts is recommended?
D27,
D27.
D3,
D27 means Nakshatra Amsha.
D6.
D6. Okay, what is the name of D6? The name of Varga, D6. Like D6.
Shashtiamsha.
Shashtiamsha and Kolakamsha. Kolakamsha is the actual name.
Shashtiamsha Kolakamsha.
Yes, Kolakamsha. In Gemini Sutram also, Gemini Rishi uses this name, Kolakamsha. Kolak. Okay, and D6, Kolak. D3, we call it Drishkan. The Drishkon also, some people say. Okay, I will repeat this. D3, D6, D12 also. Dwadashamsha we call. Okay. D27 is not exactly for the medical astrology, but you can use it. Nakshatramsha. That also possible to just the strength of planets and everything. There are some other applications of D27 and D60 also. Okay, some people consider D30, which we call Trimshamsha. Okay, but that is not exactly a medical astrology tool. Okay, by D30, we can understand the weaknesses. Okay, there's some other part. Ultimately, these weaknesses will lead into some health issue. That is possible. Okay, but I will tell you one thing. When in D1 and D9, it's very tough to identify health issues because you will face, maybe you'll face some chart in which it is not possible to diagnose easily. Okay, then you can quickly go to D6 and D12. That will give you hints about the health issues very easily. D6 and D12. D6, many people don't use D6, okay, because D6 is not a part of Shodash Varga. Okay, in BPHS, Parashar Rishi is not including D6 either. Correct? Shodash Varga, D6 is not there, D11, okay, is not there. There are some other Vargas which is not included in the D16, the Shodash Varga scheme, 16 Varga scheme. But D6 is very important. You know why? You will see some people chart in which health issue is not diagnosed due to some external factors. Maybe some spirit or some gods are not allowing you to diagnose or not allowing that person to get relief from astrologer, from doctor. Okay. These cases you will see. I don't know whether you have realized this or not, but these kind of cases you can resolve from D6. D6 gives you those hints which is not visible in any other Varga charts. Okay, in Prashna also the application D6 is very vast, especially in identifying any Upari Badha, Pret Badha and these kind of things. Because in olden days, the major health issues, okay, and many other health issues are also people used to connect with this Pret Badha and these kind of Badhas. But nowadays, modern medical doctors, they don't give importance to this Pret Badha and these kind of different Badhas. Okay, but in Jyotish, you will see complete chapters dedicated only to identify the Badhas. In Prashna Marga, you can read it. Correct. Let's come back to the D60 part. Okay, so quickly I will show you this part. The screen is visible. Okay. These are the Shashtiamsha name. Different names are given. Jehora is giving you everything. I'm just showing you this thing just to have an idea. Okay. Now the important part which I want you to all understand is this. Okay, Krura Shashtiamsha. This is which we need to understand. Okay, Krura Shashtiamsha means malefic Shashtiamsha. There are two categories of Shashtiamsha, malefic and benefic. Okay, so any planet placed in Krura Shashtiamsha can give you health trouble. Clear? Easy? I will repeat it one more time. Identify the planet falling in the Krura Shashtiamsha. That particular planet will give you health trouble, specifically in their dasha or in transit, or whatever method you are using. Now, let's say if you're using Bhrigu Chakra Paddhati, then whatever year is activated, that particular year is ruled by some planet, and if that planet is placed in Krura Shashtiamsha, that will give you trouble. Clear? So now question arises whether every planet can give me health issue. Let's say if 9 planets out of 9, 7 planets are in Krura Shashtiamsha. Can we say all 7 planets can give me health trouble? No. Okay, no. So I will show you with example, okay, how to identify this and how to use it. Okay, because in today's session, we have Ayur Jyotish students. They are helping us in the research work. So they know these rules. Okay, out of those 9, 10 rules, there is a one rule of Shashtiamsha, Krura Shashtiamsha, that I will cover today. Just a second. Is screen visible? Excel sheet?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Don't worry about these details. These details are given in every book. Okay. If you have divisional charts book or internet also, you will find it.
Sir, please show the chart one more time.
Chart. Hello. What exactly you are asking?
Sir, I was asking for this chart. I can see on my screen now.
Is it visible? No?
Shashtiamsha D60. Yes, yes, it is visible now.
Okay. Okay. So what this table is showing you? Okay. Serial number, deity, meaning, and result. Result means the malefic and benefic. Malefic means Krura. Okay, you will see some differences in the name also. Okay, BPHS is giving you some different name, and Chintavan is giving you some different name for some amshas, not everything. Okay, so don't worry about that. We ultimately the result is same. Okay, they may be calling with different name. Result will be same. Okay, so as I'm saying, calculation part is not included in this webinar. Okay. In calculation, there is a like reverse calculation, like we can calculate Shashtiamsha in forward and backward in both ways. Okay. Accordingly, we assign the Shashtiamsha data. Okay. So this table, you can see, like for example, this Kala Pavaka, 44 number, I'm sure you can see. Okay. Let's say what we need to do is, we know the health trouble, the health problems, okay, can be diagnosed by using the Lagna, 6th house, 8th and 12th. Correct? Lagna, 6th, 8th and 12th. Any of these lords or Lagna itself or the lord of Lagna, 6th, 8th and 12th, if falling in Krura Shashtiamsha, that particular planet is having the potential to create health trouble. Clear? Or if any planet is placed in 6, 8, 12, and Lagna. Okay, if that is in the Krura Amsha, that can also give you health trouble. What health trouble? This you will identify with the significations of the house, sign, and the planet. I hope these things you know, because you are reading D60, so I'm assuming the basics you know. Okay, like every planet will show you some body part, okay, or some tattva, or if you talk in terms of Ayurveda, Vata, Pitta, Kapha, like this, you can have an idea by seeing the planet. Okay, so if any planet is falling in the Krura Amsha, that planet is having the potential to create trouble. Clear? Second point, same planet is afflicted also. It means more dangerous. Okay, depending on the affliction will decide whether the remedy is going to work or not, or it will take much time to recover. Clear? So it means the whole key of this session is to identify the Krura Amsha, Krura Shashtiamsha, and then identify the planet in your D1 chart and see whether that afflicted planet is also falling in Krura Amsha. If yes, then you have a double surety that you are going to face health trouble regarding that particular planet and house. This is for sure. Sometime in D1, planet is not afflicted. Okay, but it is falling in Krura Amsha. Then what happens? Then in that case, that planet may be not a direct influencer of your health issue, but indirectly it will create trouble. It means you need to just focus on Lagna, 6th, 8th, and 12th house and the planet associated with these houses and identify the Krura Amsha. Clear? Any doubt till now? You can ask.
The affliction is to be seen from D1 chart?
Yes. In D1 and in D60, both can be possible.
I have a question, sir.
Yes.
In D60, the Angsa ruler of a planet will change within a minute or few seconds, I think.
Yes.
That means but BTR first should be the correct birth time. Birth time should be the correct. Or analyzing the birth chart, first it should be.
You should be sure about the birth time. That is correct.
Then we use the Angsa ruler.
Correct. This is obvious. No? This is obvious. Like this Lagna, if you click here, when Lagna will change. Sorry, it is the D1. No? I'm showing you, that's why I'm showing you the charts which is rectified. Okay, so I have a very specific chart for it. You can see here, the Lagna changes sign in Shashtiamsha chart 49 seconds earlier or 1 minute 24 seconds after later. It means if your birth time is not accurate, you can make mistakes. Or else, I can say you can rectify time by using D60 if you know this method. If you know health issue of that person, if that is a very prominent health issue, that should be reflecting in D60 also. You can consider it in reverse manner. No? Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? So, a particular health issue, native is saying, okay, I am having this health issue, and that health issue is not reflecting in D60. It means you need rectification. So this particular chart, okay, which chart is visible to you? 13th of March?
Yes, sir. 13th of March.
13th
Yes,
of
sir.
March.
It's a
right?
13th March
13th of March.
1986.
Okay. So these birth details, you all can note it down. This is a correct birth detail, rectified one. Okay. Rectified till D81. Okay. So you all can use it for your future purpose also if you need. So now see this chart. Okay, Taranjit is asking affliction, we should look in D1 or D60. Okay, so obviously first you need to start with D1 only. D1 is a base chart. If anything is afflicted in D1 as well as in D60, that is bound to give result, malefic result. Okay, but first your analysis should start from D1. Clear? Now see this chart. In this chart, Lagna is Gemini. Okay, aspected by Jupiter from 9th house, Ketu from 5th house. Any other aspect? Mars. Mars from 8th house, from Mars in its own sign with Saturn is aspecting Lagna. Lagna Lord, Mercury retrograde in Pisces with Venus. Pisces sign is a debilitation sign for the Mercury. Correct?
Yes.
And so Venus is exalted over here.
Venus is exalted. Mercury is debilitated in debilitation with retrogression.
Mercury is debilitated
Okay.
with retro.
So, what is the final conclusion for it? What do you all think? Which particular planet is responsible for the health trouble here? Or what kind of health trouble this native can fix? Okay, let me make it more clear. Okay, I will show you, Amsha, because see, Gemini Lagna. Okay, Lagna is falling in Kala Amsha. Lagna is falling in Kala Amsha. What is the meaning of Kala?
Time.
Time.
Okay, see, now you all are studying Krishna, so Kala means time, everybody know. But what is the use of that time? So if Lagna is falling in Kala, let's say Lagna is falling in time, now what to do with that time? That time is bad or good, who knows?
सर काल इज मृत्यु
तो कहते हैं ना काल आ गया उनका
हाँ,
तो बैड हुआ ना
काल हमारा बैड हुआ, ठीक है। एक इसको
नहीं sir, maybe he gets improved along with the time. He'll get better with the time.
see here, where is Kala? 15th. Okay, Kala means time, correct? Death god. Okay, Kala means Kala. Generally, in Hindi we call it तुम्हारा काल आ गया. Now your time has come. Okay, we also call the Kala means the destroyer also. Okay, Kala means destroyer.
यम आ गया यम
Yam aa gaya, destroyer. Okay, and Kala is considered as a malefic. It means Kruramsha. Okay, Kruramsha. So what is the whole rule for us? So we need to identify the Kruramsha in Shashtiamsha. Okay, if anything is falling in Kruramsha and that is afflicted in D1, it means that is bound to give you head trouble. So Lagna itself is in Kruramsha. Clear? It means something is bad in the Lagna. Any doubt in it?
नो सर
Okay.
No, sir. No, sir. This is clear.
So this is malefic. It means the Kruramsha. It means something is problematic in the Lagna. Okay. And you know, Kala is not having any emotions, any sympathy, and nothing. Okay. It is just a punisher. If you are doing something wrong, you are bound to face some result. So when you study D60 in more detail, so there are deeper meaning to it. Okay, it means this person had done something in the past due to which at this life, this Kala, this Punisher is punishing him. This is the small information which you can identify with these names only. Correct. So now see again this chart. Lagna is in Kala, it means, okay, now this is very clear to us, something is bad with the Lagna, and Lagna Lord is also in the debilitation. Anything else? Jupiter is aspecting. So can we say Jupiter aspect is something is covering blessings or not?
Yes, sir. Benefic होना चाहिए 9th house से.
9th house से benefic होना चाहिए, and also you can see this Jupiter is falling in Vishnu Amsha. Vishnu Amsha is considered.
I had thought Mars would give blood pressure because in 6th house, but then I saw कि उसका देवा है, and then I checked अभी chart में फटाफट जब आप दिखा रहे थे, that is benefic, so Mars is also not giving trouble then.
Okay, so I will project the same thing, whatever you are saying, in some different manner. Okay. So I am saying, before you go to D60, okay, let's first confirm D1 chart. D1 chart is saying, okay, Lagna Lord is getting weak with the debilitation, and Mars is aspecting that Mars is with Saturn. Okay, both are enemies. Mars, the 6th house ruler, is aspecting Lagna. It means the 6th house energy is transferring to the Lagna. Okay, that Saturn may be friendly with the Lagna. Okay, Saturn for the Gemini Lagna, Aquarius sign is falling in the 9th house. It means Saturn is benefic for this Lagna. Correct? This may be benefic, but the same Saturn is with Mars. Okay, and Saturn is also the lord of 8th house.
Justice.
8th house.
Yeah, 8th house.
Okay, 8th house. It means Mars is actually carrying the both kind of property of 6th house as well as 8th house.
8th house.
Both. Okay, and both kind of energy and both kind of possibilities from the 6th and 8th is going to Lagna. Okay, so Ruchi said some problem related to BP. So this person is actually having a blood cancer.
Okay.
Okay, and some more deadly diseases which he actually recovered. Okay, 2 health issues he already recovered, and both are cancerous in nature. Okay, both are recovered. Now the third is this blood cancer, again cancerous. Now he's surviving, so he's fighting. Okay, but many miracles happened in this life for this native. Okay, but ultimately these health issues are there. Okay, and this blood cancer is also not a small disease.
No.
Okay, obviously only this Mars is not responsible for the blood cancer. Okay, for blood cancer we have specific yoga. Okay, you should know which planet is responsible for the blood cancer.
So which is?
Okay.
Is this Rahu Moon in Aries?
Rahu Moon in Aries, and also this particular combination of Rahu Moon dispositor is Mars, which Ji just mentioned in the chat section. Okay, again Mars energy is connecting here. Okay, but from D1 you have some idea. Okay, something is fishy with Lagna and Mars is not playing a good role in this chart. Okay, but still in Shashtiamsha, if you see, Mars is falling in Deva Amsha. Okay, it means in Amsha level, in D60 level, Mars is not that Krura Amsha. Okay, but in actual in D1, it is malefic in nature. Then that's why I told you, na, 2 different cancer he already recovered. Okay, now this is the third one, which is going on. Okay, Moon.
Sir,
Yes.
Mars in benefic Shashtiamsha could also indicate that he will recover his illness.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I told you. This person have recovered 2 major illness in this life. Okay, and both are cancerous. He already recovered. Now this is the third one. This blood cancer is the third one, which is recently diagnosed. Okay, so that's why this Devamsha is working here. Okay, but still Mars will not leave the actual nature. So again, due to Mars, the same issue, but with this time blood cancer is diagnosed. Now one more interesting thing is this moon. Moon is in Ghora Amsha. Ghora Amsha is again a malefic Amsha. What is the meaning of Ghor?
Ghor is
Severe.
Severe, yeah.
Severe or fear or something intense.
Horrible, catastrophic.
Intense.
This person also has a lot of what we call drinking habits, smoking, drugs, different kinds of drugs. You just name it, you know everything. Okay. Rehabilitation also he faced, rehabilitation centers. So all this into this native. Now you can see these things clear. Moon is also a lot of second house, food habits and all. That is with Rahu. Okay, Moon is in Ghora Amsha. Are you understanding? So D60 is actually giving you some hints. It is making your analysis little bit more easier.
Sir, one question here. Rahu is an Amritamsha.
Yeah, Rahu is an Amritamsha.
तो सर वो तो बेनिफिक होगा अमृतांश.
मतलब बेसिकली 3 बीमारियां तीनों कैंसरस ऑल रिलेटेड टू राहु एंड राहु इज एन अमृतांश.
तो रिकवर भी हो रही है साथ में.
सर लेकिन हुई क्यों सर?
अब मैंने देखो the important thing is this is not mandatory. Like if Rahu is in Amritamsha, it means Rahu will not give any kind of trouble. No. Rahu can give Amrit. See, Amrit means what? I can twist it. Okay, let me twist it in different manner. Amrit. Okay, what is the function of Amrit? Mridula, what is the function of Amrit?
Longevity. Basically, you will not die in.
Amrit means you will not die. It means whichever state you are in right now, okay, that will continue lifelong. Okay, that is not going to die.
Yeah, so purify.
Potent drink and yeah, it's gonna.
See, Rahu, the actual demon name is Swarabhanu, correct? Swarabhanu drank the Amrit. Okay, and Mohini avatar of Vishnu cut the head. Okay, now they have separated Rahu and Ketu. Okay, do you think by drinking the Amrit they become good or they become Deva?
No, sir.
The actual nature is the Rakshas only, no?
Hanji, sir.
They are still troubling everybody. Then what exactly is Amrit done with Rahu and Ketu?
They became immortal.
Sir,
they become only immortal. It means whatever the nature the Rahu, the Swarabhanu is carrying, okay, that will stay.
That's a perpetual.
Yes,
permanent
level, and they are immortal now. Okay, you can't destroy them. Okay, so we know Rahu is a Danav. Okay, Rahu we call them as a malefic. Still, you can't do anything because they have Amrit. So can we apply the same thing here? If Rahu is with Amrit, then how you are saying, okay, Rahu will not trouble this person? Rahu can trouble this person, okay, because Amrit can work in both ways, no? It depends who is drinking Amrit.
So would it have been better if Rahu would have been in a malefic Amsha?
Now again I can twist it. Okay, if Rahu is in malefic Amsha,
Sir, I want to clear a point. I want to clear a point here. Rahu is in dual nature because Rahu in first time it was behave like demon. Then after taking the Amrit, it is behave like Deva. So it is in this case, though he may be has been suffering from 3 times cancer, so he is like the blessings of Deva. Rahu is not detrimental here.
Detrimental, or simply just understand this. Rahu is having Amrit. It means Amrit. Okay, recovery is there, and he is recovering. He already recovered to major illness. This is true. Okay, we can't deny this. But it doesn't mean that Rahu and Ketu will not create trouble. Okay, because for creating trouble, one planet is never responsible. Okay, we must have 2-3 planets for this. Okay, everything in Jyotish, everything is in terms of yoga. Correct? Single planet is not going to manifest anything. We need at least 2 planets to create yoga. So Rahu can act like a catalyst, or what we call enzyme, something like this. Okay, but here major responsible planet is not Rahu.
One more thing I would like to point out here, since Lagna Lord and Moon both are afflicted. Lagna Lord is debilitated and Moon is with Rahu and afflicted. So this means this person is attracting lots of negative energy. And that's why he is having diseases repeatedly.
Yeah, that we can say. That is also possible. And see, when we say Lagna is afflicted, what does it mean? Lagna affliction means a debilitation, obviously, is showing in the chart. But the question is now, when we say Lagna is afflicted, what does it mean?
Low immunity.
Low immunity. Okay. In BPHS, they say moon is body, sharir. हम लोग लग्न को शरीर बोलते हैं. Lagna is a body.
हाँ जी sir, body is afflicted.
Lagna is body, but moon, they say moon is a body, and Lagna is what we call the projection, or Lagna is something. कैसे बोलें इसको? चित्त or intelligence. Okay. Many people can born on same day on same Rashi. Okay, like this is an Aries sign. Okay, Aries sign, the Mesha Rashi, Aries moon sign. Many people can born on this sign, but Lagna may be different.
Sir, me too. I have Moon and Rahu in Aries.
Moon and Rahu in Aries, but your Lagna is different, correct?
हाँ जी, yeah.
It means the how you are using your intelligence, okay, how you are using your chitta, that is different. And whenever we say health, so health, it's a disease. Disease is just what we call combination of your body, your chit, your man. Okay, so disease is arising from these 2 things.
मन अलग है, चित्त अलग है.
चित्त अलग है, तो यहाँ पर मन की बात करेंगे, है ना? मन और चंद्रमा भी मन का कारक है. Okay, so this is something. So if Lagna is afflicted, if Chandra is afflicted, that is showing serious trouble here. Okay, so Lagna in Kala, Moon is in Ghora Amsha, Mars, which is again an important planet in this chart, that is in Deva. It means recovery is there. It means you can suggest some remedies regarding Mars and Vishnu, Jupiter.
So वही blessings भी हैं.
Jupiter. Even Sun can also give. You know what remedy we have suggested this person? This is very interesting. Okay, Sun is in Payodhi. What is the meaning of Payodhi? Anybody know? What is the meaning of Payodhi?
Jal. Water, sir.
Water. Anything else? Payodhi.
Samudra.
Okay.
पायोधी सर जिसकी कोई लिमिट्स ना हो, जिसकी गहराई को जाना ना जा सके.
सर ओशन लिखा है, 58 नंबर है. Ocean लिखा है.
क्षीर सागर.
58 benefit. Right.
Milky Ocean.
Right. अमितेश जी ने ठीक कहा.
सर जल का काम है सर जल का काम है पोषण करना.
जल का काम है पोषण करना, नरिश, and it can dissolve anything. It can dissolve anything.
हाँ सर, जल का काम है साफ करना.
Okay, see Payodhi have a different meaning. Water, simplest meaning. Okay, water, ocean, or something which is not in the boundary.
To wash away.
Okay, ocean is not in the boundary. No? You can't create boundary on the ocean. And also Payodhi means it can dissolve anything. If good, it can dissolve. If bad, it can also dissolve. Anything can be dissolved.
Flow में बह गया वो.
बह गया.
पानी के flow में बह गया.
And Payodhi contains the tattva of water. Okay, so we have suggested them to worship Agastya Rishi. You know why?
हाँ सर, उन्होंने जल पी लिया था ना समुद्र का.
There's a story. You know, in Jyotish, we consider Saptarishi. You know the importance of Saptarishis, everybody, I think.
Yes.
But do you know Saptarishi is also a nakshatra?
Yes.
Tara Mandal bolte hain na, kya wo 7 nakshatra hai?
Constellation.
If those are nakshatra, so Agastya Rishi 27 nakshatra mein kahan aate hain? Kashyap is also Saptarishi. Jamadagni is also Kashyap, Saptarishi. Vashishta is also Saptarishi. Then where are these rishis in our nakshatra scheme? In these 27 nakshatras we have, na? If you include Abhijita nakshatra, then where is Agastya, Jamadagni, Vashishta, Kashyapa, Attari, Gautam?
वो चार स्टार्स एक साथ होते हैं और उसके सामने जो 3 होते हैं वो आते हैं सप्तऋषि.
नहीं, वो तो डायग्राम तो मुझे भी पता है, बट ये ज्योतिष में कहाँ, ये चार्ट में कहाँ है? ये कहाँ पर है चार्ट में?
ये पूर्व फाल्गुनी में क्या सर? मतलब
पूर्व फाल्गुनी में नहीं है. Everything is given in Jyotish books only, but we are not reading it. This is the problem. Now I will tell you about the Agastya. Okay, but don't ask me about every rishi. Maybe in some other session we can do it. In Brihat Samhita, Varamihir says, whenever Surya transit in Hasta Nakshatra, okay, Agastya Rishi arises or Agastya Nakshatra arises. And you know what is the property of this Agastya Nakshatra? Rain will stop. Mahendra sir, देखो ये important है. This is regarding the weather. I'm listening. Okay, so in Brihat Samhita, there is a complete chapter on Varsha. Okay, so there Varamihir says, this is with respect to Agastya Rishi only. So whenever sun transit in Hasta Nakshatra, they say Agastya Uday, Agastya Nakshatra Uday. Okay, the result of this is rain will stop. Rain. It will destroy the rain. Or in other language, they say Agastya will stop the what we call the muddy rain. This rain में मिलावट हो जाती है ना, वो कीचड़ मिला हुआ जब बारिश होता है, तो उसको रोकने के लिए अगस्त्य आते हैं. And Agastya Rishi, there is a story behind this. There is one story, Agastya drank the whole ocean. So the controller of that water element, that is under the Agastya. We have 5 elements, but Rishi, we have Sapta Rishi. There are 2 more elements in it that we don't know. Okay, that is coming under the spirituality part. Okay. But every Rishi is holding some element. Agastya is one of them, which is actually holding a water element. It's not like Agastya is born in some nakshatra, so that nakshatra is ruled by Agastya. No. Agastya is born in particular nakshatra. What does it mean? It means that nakshatra is still there. Na? That nakshatra belongs to some other rishis also. Agastya is the lineage of that rishi. Na? Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? So, like this, every Sapta Rishi, every Rishi is present in our zodiac belt. So, this is a hint given by Varamir in Brihad Samhita, sorry. Like this, every Rishi is given. So, when we say Sun is in Payodhi, okay, Sun is a ruler of third house here, is sitting in the ninth house with Jupiter in Payodhi. It means Sun is a planet which actually holds the capability that it can dissolve any kind of problem in this chart. Jupiter is having Vishnu Tattva in it, Vishnu Amsha. It is a benefic Amsha. Okay, you can do some remedies regarding the Vishnu, there's some remedies regarding Vishnu, but Payodhi is more better than this. And Agastya Rishi is also showing the Tattva of Vishnu only. Okay, so the remedy is whenever Sun transit into Hasta Nakshatra, when this Agastya Udaya happens, at that time, he can visit Agastya Ashram. There is a temples of Agastya. There is a mountain denoted by Agastya Rishi. Which mountain? Anybody know?
Vindhyachal.
Vindhyachal. Okay, Vindhyachal. And there is another mountain in south of India. क्या नाम है उसका? यहाँ पर अगस्त्य ऋषि का आश्रम है. Tirunelveli, na? Yeah, so okay, so that particular ashram you all can visit. In Haridwar also we have Saptarishi ashram. That is a place where all 7 rishis come together and do meditation. Okay, and every rishi is having some specific places all over the India.
Velangiri mountains में भी कहते हैं सप्तऋषि.
Velangiri नहीं, हमारे this is mentioned in Veda itself, in Rig Veda. They are quoting the name of mountain. It is a very famous mountain. Mountains which you all are mentioning, that is also true. Okay, but the actual the place given by Adi Devi to this Agastya Rishi, that is on separate mountain. I am not remembering the name. Maybe
Meru?
नहीं, मेरू पर्वत. Maybe so याद आएगा मैं बताऊंगा उसको. मेरे पास वो होना चाहिए. Okay, so like this, generally people consider Agastya Rishi. Agastya Rishi means south of India because the whole work of Agastya Rishi is seen in the south of India.
Is it Agastya Malay mountain?
Malay mountain, yes. That Malay mountain is the same mountain which you all are saying. I'm not actually sure because in south they use name differently. This is a Malay mountain. Okay, so the journey of Agastya Rishi starts from North India only. Okay, he travels to south of India and there is a huge contribution in the Tamil text, especially. Due to Agastya Rishi only, the knowledge transfer happens from north to south and south to north. This is a contribution of Agastya Rishi. We know the text in Tamil language of Agastya Rishi, but we don't know the text of northern language of Agastya Rishi. There are different texts in it. Okay, so the point is like this: every Saptarishi is in our chart only. Okay, but some planet will show you those things. So this is a way to identify the Rishi in your chart. You can do it with D60, with D81 both. D60 and D81.
Sir, can we see D60 chart and position of planets there?
Yeah, I can change this thing. This.
Vinayak sir.
Huh.
So this Jagannath temple, no, there are 22 steps. So this 22 steps, they are connected with the nakshatras or what? That first nakshatra is Ashwini, like that. Is it associated with that?
22 nakshatra can be possible because there is one scheme of 22 nakshatra also.
Yeah, they'll consider up to Abhijit.
नहीं मतलब वो ऐसा नहीं कि अभिजीत तक ही है. नक्षत्र बाद में उत्तर फाल्गुनी पूर्व फाल्गुनी ये सब डिवाइड हुए उत्तर एंड पूर्व में. नक्षत्र तब जाके 27 पहुंचे हैं नहीं 28 इंक्लूडिंग दी अभिजीत. पर 22 का स्कीम है कि नहीं that I need to check. Okay. But अभिजीत तक काउंट करना this is not making any sense out but there may be some meaning to it.
Sir, अभी D60 chart में Mars is afflicted by Rahu.
Mars is afflicted by Rahu. Okay.
There is exchange between Sun and Mars.
And Mars is in 8th house, chronic diseases. So blood cancer यहाँ से आया क्या sir? I'm trying to understand blood cancer actually.
No, you can use it like this, but I'm not using D60 as a standalone chart, so I'm not very much sure for this.
So, sir, cancer का क्या होगा? Since we are discussing cancer in this person, तो cancer का क्या combination होगा that he is repeatedly getting it?
No, repeatedly, not exactly cancer. I'm not saying equivalent to cancer. That disease are equivalent to cancer, but not exactly cancer. Cancer is diagnosed first time, blood cancer.
Okay, अच्छा, oh.
Okay, first time.
इनका pancreas पहले deteriorate हुआ था क्या?
Well, diabetes है.
Pancreas.
Yeah, that is only with the pancreatic issue.
अरे कॉम्बिनेशन बताया था कि अगर सैटर्न मरकरी और मून दोनों को एस्पेक्ट करे तो कैंसर के चांसेस होते हैं.
अगर रिपीट मैम, मीरा मैम रिपीट.
सैटर्न जो है ना अगर मून और मरकरी दोनों को एस्पेक्ट करे तब कैंसर के चांसेस होते हैं.
Saturn, Moon और Mercury को aspect करे. Not only required. See, combinations, there are 2-3 combinations, like generally we say 4, 6, 10. Okay, 4, 6 and 10th house are connected to each other. 4, 6, 10 and Rahu and Ketu involved with Saturn, then cancer disease can take place. Whether it's a blood cancer or it's some pancreatic cancer or any other cancer, that depends. It depends like what other planets are contributing to it.
Sir, can I say something?
Yes.
Sir, Jupiter is aspecting in D60 chart. In D60, Jupiter is aspecting Mars, and Mars is connected with Rahu in Leo sign, that is stomach. And after the Rashi Parivartana of Mars and Sun, Mars goes to the 11th house. So he is, I think that he escaped from this Rahu and Jupiter, because Jupiter is a one kind of Karaka of Cancer.
Okay. Okay, tell me, can Venus and Sun, distance between C is Venus and Sun?
Venus and Sun है.
कितने हाउस का डिस्टेंस है यहाँ पर?
4 sir.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 कहाँ से हो गए? कहाँ गिर गए? 4 ही तो है ना? Between Sun and Venus.
Oh, Sun and Venus. Oh, so I mean Saturn सुना. I have Sun, Venus 4.
Okay, so Sun, Venus 4 हाउस डिस्टेंस में हो सकते हैं?
नहीं सर, नहीं हो सकते. They have to be near each other.
Maximum
1 house away, maximum 1 house away, 1 or 2. No, I don't even know about 2.
Maximum 48 degrees.
48 because degrees. Sun, Mercury, and Venus have to be all together.
It is D60 chart, no?
No, sir. D60, sir, it can be possible, sir.
D60 तो मैं भी
नहीं ऐसा ये गलत है ना. This is wrong. See what I'm saying. Use D60 chart. Use Amsha. Okay. Use placement of planets. Use combinations. Everything is correct. Okay, but when you start applying the aspects, now that is the trouble. How can you apply aspect in D60? Tell me, if you are saying Jupiter is aspecting Mars.
Oh, you are pointing that, yes.
Okay, Jupiter is aspecting Mars. It means what? Jupiter is aspecting 9th house. 9th house means which aspect? Which degree?
हमने D60 के लिए नहीं बताया था, हमने तो D1 के लिए बताया.
नहीं आपसे तो ये अभी रिपोर्ट किया ना, इसलिए मैं तो
because यहाँ पे भी तो सर हर एक घर जो है वो 30 डिग्रीज का ही होगा.
Oh, I can understand your point, sir. Here. Oh, right, aspect sir. Aspect is not used here.
Aspect तो सर किसी भी divisional chart में यूज नहीं होता ना.
नहीं करना चाहिए ना.
क्या सर?
सर D9 में भी नहीं होता, नवमशा में भी नहीं होता aspect use.
Sir, there are so many contradictions here. Some says that some astrologer says you can use aspect in D9.
See, as an astrologer, I can say anything. Okay, I can say okay, sun is having 12th aspect. Okay, I can also prove it. Okay, I can say okay, Saturn is having 4th aspect. I can prove it. No issue.
Yes.
Okay, give me any chart, I can prove anything. So no issue with that. But the thing is, we have some common sense. Okay, we are using mathematics.
Yes.
Okay, so if we saying 7th aspect is 180 degree, that is a degreecally aspect. Okay, we have a Rashi aspect also. We have a Graha aspect. Correct. So degreecally we are measuring now. So why then, if we are applying everything in the D1 chart, why we are not applying in divisional chart that part? Okay, so if you read Saravali, okay, or Sarvar Chintamani, these are the two books which is giving you major information about divisional charts. Okay,
sir, is there any effect of Gandanta moon is there? So that might be a problematic.
Yeah, Gandanta moon is problematic.
So can we finish on divisional chart?
Yeah, so I'm saying if you read this BPHS and any classical book, okay, you will not see any charts. First point.
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
No Rishi is using any chart.
Yes.
Second, there is no mention of aspect. Okay, there are some shloka which translated as planet is aspecting something. That is a wrong interpretation.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a list of those shlokas. Okay, even in Chandrakala Nadi, you will feel like, okay, that shloka is interpreting as okay, planet is aspecting and this, and during transit, the planet is coming on this position, result is happening. So every aspect and everything is considered in D1 only. So when I say this sun is in Scorpio in D60, correct? So what does it mean? It means
sun is in 6th house in D1.
Yes, it means that same sun is having the potential to give the result of 6th house also.
Yes.
So
okay.
That makes more sense actually.
So it means whenever sun transit into Scorpio, you will face difficulty. And now you think, okay, what is the relation of 6th house with sun? You will not able to identify until and unless if you don't go to D60.
Sir, you just made a statement. Whenever sun transits in Scorpio, it will give the result of sun in relation to D60. That
it means from D60 only we are deriving the
yes. So it's like mapping back our D60 to D1 in a
D1 and not whole Scorpio sign. No, that particular degree, that particular range. Okay, in that degree range, when planet transit comes, event happens.
षष्टियांश तुल्य लग्न
तुल्य लग्न में problem ये हो जाता है कि when I rotate this chart, okay, with the D60, so it means again I am allotting 30 degrees to one house.
Yes.
Same thing I am doing in Navmansh also, Navmansh Tulya Rashi. There is no problem in rotating the chart. Rotate it. Okay, but you need to be very specific with the degrees.
So, sir, can I ask a question here? So when we map back, let's say Sun back to Scorpio in D1, then in D60, I have a degree of Sun as well, right? So I'll use the same degree in the sixth house, that is Scorpio sign in D1. And then corresponding Lagna, corresponding Nakshatra also can be used from a D60 limited perspective.
No,
it's an extension.
D60 is having a lesser degree than Nakshatra.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay, it means if you apply Nakshatra, then within that Nakshatra, you are taking that part. No?
Yeah,
that
so
is
in
theory,
possible. Yeah, in theory, the concept holds, but in D60, it doesn't hold because D60 is more minute than Nakshatra.
More minute than Nakshatra, and there are 6 ways in which you can make D60. Okay, D60, this is one D60 which is visible to you. Okay, I can make D60 from Hora chart. From Hora chart, I can make the Shamsha. Okay, if I make the Shamsha from Hora chart, Trimshamsha from Hora chart, what does it mean? Trimshamsha D30. Okay, Hora of Trimshamsha means D60 only.
Yeah, D60.
Yeah, half plus 130. So it's basically.
It means again I'm reaching to D60 only, but that D60 will reflect my what we call my repose from D2 chart. Okay.
Right.
So like this, you can derive D60 from any part of your life. This is something advanced thing, okay, but I'm saying if you use aspects and everything, you will you can make anything in the Jyotish. No issue with that.
We can explain anything.
Yeah, you can explain anything. But the reality is, if you read Saravali, Sarva Chintamani, you will see the combinations in divisional charts. Okay, combinations in a D10 chart, combinations in D60, that is perfectly fine.
Yes.
Okay, that can be possible. Okay, but when we say aspect, it means aspect you need to apply only in D1 chart. Okay, so that's why here I am very clear, so I am not confusing you all by taking D60 chart. That's why I am ignoring the chart. I am only picking this Amsha. Play with Amsha only. You will be safe.
Yes.
Okay, once you include the whole D60 chart, then
we can do anything.
We can do anything, and you should have some base, no? base for your statement. You should have some classical base.
Yes, yes.
If you don't have Rishi Pramana and Shastra Pramana, and you are applying only Apta Pramana, the what we call statement and the authority of my knowledge.
Yes.
That authority of my knowledge is a baseless if you don't have a Rishi and Shastra Pramana. Okay, in the name of research, I can come up with any logic.
Yes, and BPHs, it only shows us how to calculate divisions. It never talks about.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying with BPHs, you should read Sarva Chintamani and Saravali, these texts. These are giving you some more deeper information about divisional chart. If you want to read divisional chart, Sarva Chintamani is the best book. Okay, Sarva Chintamani, start with only divisional charts. The first chapter. Okay, so that's why you should be clear in your mind what you are studying. Okay, don't follow books blindly, especially the modern author book. You can follow blindly Parashara. Okay, when I say follow blindly Parashara means don't apply as it is everything. Just think of it. Okay, there are different meanings to everything because the whole BPHS and everything which is coming from the Rishi, that is in the Samadhi Bhasha. Samadhi Bhasha means what? The kind of a language that decode itself in meditation only. You can't decode it with your conscious mind. Okay, I can't decode every shloka of BPHS and just interpret it in the translation manner. That is the whole wrong thing. You have to think about this, do meditation on every shloka, connect with the energy level of that rishi, at least reach to that level. Now, then only you can understand it. That's why they say you should give knowledge only to patra. Patra means that person who is ready to absorb that knowledge. Correct.
Sir,
So,
I have a question, sir.
Haji.
Sir, that disease like cancer, it is mainly a pitta problem, right? The bilious in our body. So, sir, I'm talking about the Ayurvedic point of view. So, यहाँ पर वाता पित्ता कफ में there is a pitta unbalance, right?
Pitta unbalance. And see, when I say cancer, the cancer is not only about the this pitta.
Okay.
Okay, so there are
Sir,
different
psychosomatic disease है cancer तो.
Psychosomatic and in terms of Ayurveda, there are different parameters and meaning to it. Okay, which Devji Sarkar is saying, that is also correct. Okay, but there is a different approach to it in the same chart. Okay, so maybe next webinar is also dedicated only to Ayurveda part. Okay, so we can discuss this thing there. Okay.
Sir, and what date he got the disease?
What day?
What date of the disease?
Last year only.
Last year. What
last year, October.
Last October.
2022 October.
Other two diseases he got, because you said it is the third disease.
Yeah, first is not a disease, it's a kind of a habit, like you need to go to rehabilitation center due to toxic behavior, nature, drinking habits and all. First thing, okay. Then he recovered from it. Okay, after that, this diabetes, pancreatic issue. Pancreatic and BP, blood pressure, both. Okay, again, now that is under the check, under control. Now this time, blood cancer. Okay, third time. So this blood cancer is in October 2022. Date, I don't know exact date of that October month, but roughly you can see October.
One thing I want to tell, sir, it may not be out of context, it may be out of context, because Venus and Mercury,
okay,
in the Rasi chart, Venus is exaltation and Mercury is debilitation. So in Tamil astrology, what I was told by Lavanya Ji is that whenever, as per Kumaraswamiyam, whenever there are two planets, one exaltation and the other one debilitation, they meet together, they always fight each other and some problem will come. And here what happens is, both the planets have Putra Bhadrapada Nakshatra, Pada 1 and Pada 3. If you see, and the most affected is retro Mercury, that is Pada 1. It is in Pada 1. And Mercury is as per the NZ, that is, natural zodiac, sixth house. So, normally, for diseases, we see the Kalapurusha Tattva or what we call natural zodiac. Natural sixth house Lord gives the disease. And Putra Bhadra Pada 1 means that is the trine house of exaltation of Jupiter. So, some Jupiter means it will increase the disease. That is the character. And the Uttara Bhadrapada itself, the Lord of Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra is Akir Pudanya. Akir is a serpent. So obviously, it is a question of Cancer serpent is Uttara Bhadrapada highest. It is a Saturn Nakshatra also. It is in trines. Saturn is in trines. Saturn and Mars are in trines to Venus and Mercury. So, as per Tamil astrology, we may conclude like this.
Yeah, that is also interesting. I think you're talking about the Nakshatra Pada Paddhati.
Nakshatra Pada Paddhati. Yes, I have undergone the course and I got the inputs like this. And another aspect is Agastya Muni or Agastya, it is in Podigai Malaysia. It is in Western Ghats. It is border between Kerala and Tamil Nadu.
Kerala and Tamil Nadu, yes.
Near Madurai and more close to Tirunelveli. That is Podigai Malay. And Tamraparni River. Tamraparni River starts from there. And the stretch of Tamraparni, we have a number of temples which gives relief for all the 9 nakshatras. We have 9 temples on the Tamraparni under the advice of Agastya Muni. They say.
Agastya Muni is there.
That's what I want to share.
No, these information will be helpful for many. And if they want to visit this particular temple, they can go now. And thanks for sharing, Venugopalji.
That thing has got some disease. And he was asked to not only for the temple for his disease, but also for all the planets. Yes, continuously there are 9 temples for 9 planets on the bank of Tamraparni River, which starts from Agastya, that is Podigai Malay, or where abode of Agastya.
Tamraparni River.
Tamraparni River.
Thank you, Venugopalji. Thank you.
Sir, one thing when he was mentioning, I noticed that Lagna Lord Mercury, I just plotted the chart in Parashara light. The Mercury is shown in Mrityu Bhag. That is one thing. It's debilitated.
Yeah, that is also a parameter.
Yeah, and then the Venus, although it is exalted, it has no directional strength. And Ketu is sitting in Libra. So my one thing I was wondering, maybe the quality of Venus is considered Sanjeevani, right? It helps in recovery. And maybe the quality of Venus exaltation is not as good because of Ketu sitting in Libra. Now that's a theory. I just want, so I just wonder that Ketu, Venus effect is degraded and Lagna Lord is severely malefic because of low strength and in Mrityu Bhag. So it has no energy.
Yeah, that we can say low strength due to that directional strength. Correct?
Yes.
Directional positional strength, directional strength.
Direct for Venus.
For Venus only. So that is acceptable. So see, every exalted planet is not bound to give only good result. Okay.
And not only that, sir, the Ketu, is there a significance of Ketu sitting in Libra? Does it degrade the quality of Venus? That's what I was wondering.
No. It will not degrade.
Vinayak sir, I have a question. Sir,
okay.
here.
Ayur, let me complete this Ketu one. Okay, then you can ask your question.
Sure, sir.
So the thing is, when we say Ketu is sitting in Libra, so it will degrade the Venus. Okay, so this is not a correct thing to say.
Sir, also if, Ketu has Rahu Nakshatra, Swati one. So that's another thing for because Rahu Ketu combination is there. Ketu is Swati Nakshatra.
Yes.
That may also create issue.
Yeah, that is again the nakshatra of Rahu only. This is the thing. So the thing is when Ketu is in Libra, dispositor is Venus.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
so
yes.
Ketu behave like Venus. Okay. Now, how Venus is placed, how much strength Venus is having, which strength, how much Venus is benefit. All these parameters are now important for the Ketu. Okay, but due to Ketu, Venus is degrading. Now that is a reverse phenomena. That is not possible here.
So the basis of making that statement was that just like, the dispositor theory. So basically, Ketu will give some of its karkatwas to Venus, wouldn't it? So that was the source of my conjecture.
Yes, Karak Tattva can be good, but Karak Tattva is never bad and good. Karak Tattva is Karak Tattva only.
Okay.
The Karak Tattva is never categorized in bad and good. Okay, it depends like how you are using it.
I see.
One more thing I'm saying in this chart, every planet is between Rahu and Ketu, which is also called Kala Sarpa Yoga. You're right.
Sir, one other observation I was
Sir, but
wondering.
I've heard that in text, there is, in older text, there was nothing known as Kal Sarpa Dosha. It's a more modern inclusion in the astrology.
No, Kal Sarpa Yoga is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam.
सर वैसे भी केतु और राहु के बीच में है ना, तो काल सर्प तो वैसे नहीं हुआ.
कृष्ण के स्टोरीज में तो है काल सर्प योग.
No, see, I will tell you. The thing is, when we say this thing is not mentioned in the classical book, so we are not accepting it. Okay, I am agree to hear this, but tell me, are you following everything as per the Shastra? Every Jyotish, whatever you are using right now, are you sure everything is mentioned in the classical book?
No, I'm not sure about that. I'm just a beginner. But I think that, with time, a lot of things were included as a result of जो कर्म कांड की वजह से many things were included. And I think we should not give too much weightage to those.
Yeah, that is a beautiful statement and many people are using it. But the problem is this is a half-baked knowledge.
Okay. पर इसमें तो केतु से राहु के बीच में तो वैसे ही नहीं होता.
नहीं मैं उसमें भी आता है ना, उसमें भी तरीका है. So let me clear one point.
May I add one more thing, sir?
हाँ, Venugopal, just give me 1 minute. Then okay, you can continue. So the thing is, this word Kal Sarpa is not given. Okay, it is not given. Okay, but you can't ignore the result of this formation. This is important. Okay, let's say there are many yogas which in our classical book, they have not given any name for it. Okay, but the result is visible. Now how to do? Now how you will call it? You need to give some name. No? You have to give some name. Okay, so let's say tomorrow you are maybe you are doing some research and you have come up with something. Okay, now that is visible result. You can see in the chart they are applying. Now you have to give some name to it. No? Correct. Now every Sarpa dosha, when we call it Sarpa dosha, Sarpa dosha is given in classics.
Yes, sir.
Even in Prashna Marga, and there are many classical books. Sarpa dosha is given, and there are many Sarpa doshas, different Sarpa doshas are there. Now for every Sarpa dosha, we have a Sarpa Shanti. Correct. So there are some Sarpa Shanti which is clearly defining that is due to the Rahu and Ketu. When Rahu and Ketu have a maximum impact on all 7 planets. Okay, so for that we have a Shanti. So nowadays what we call Kala Sarpa Shanti, that is not a newly created Shanti. Okay, I understand what I'm trying to say. If you go and ask any Karmakandi Pandit, okay, the mantra which you all are chanting in the Kal Sarpa Dosha Nivaran, okay, from where they are getting this mantra? Okay, so there are many Brahmana Granth. There are different sections in the Vedas. There is one section we call Brahman. Brahmana means I'm talking about the Veda Party Brahman. Brahman is a set of books. Okay, like Shatapada Brahman. There's a name Shatapada Brahman. You can search on internet and read it.
उसमें तो मृत्यु के भी बहुत दिए हुए हैं कि मृत्यु के समय क्या लक्षण होंगे और ये सब.
बहुत चीजें हैं. The Brahman Granth are very huge. When very few people know about the complete Brahman Granth nowadays, they are not present in the India. Very few people are present. Okay, like if you want to perform Ashwamedha Yajna right now, okay, who will do it?
Brahman.
Brahman, obviously Brahman will
individual
do it.
Will do, but yes, he will get.
But the knowledge of that Ashwamedha Yajna, where that knowledge is given.
Do we still have it?
Those knowledge is given in Brahman Granth. Those are Grantha. Those are books. Use books like this. this side books.
Never heard about it, sir.
Ashwamedha Yagya, Vajpayee Yagya, Vajpayee is the name of that Yagya. Nowadays people have this surname, title. Manoj Vajpayee. What is the meaning of Vajpayee? Vajpayee is a title for those people who have performed Vajpayee Yagya maybe 200, 300 years ago. Their ancestors have done Vajpayee Yagya. So they have that punya in their lineage that they have performed Vajpayee Yagya. So they are using that title. Okay, Soma. Soma is also kind of a Yagya. Okay, so these all things are given in Veda. If the author of that book is never read about Veda, obviously they will tell, na, these things are Karmakandi Pandit, they are doing it. Okay, so there's no point of fighting on this. Agreed. Kalsarpa Yoga name is not given. Now this name is very beautiful. Okay, people when they hear this name, they do any remedies. So that is a beneficial thing for the Karmakandi Pandit, no doubt. But that yoga exists. Now, as a beginner, okay, I can tell you there is a one yoga, Malika Yoga. Okay, Malika. Okay, you can write it down now. Okay, Malika Yoga. Read about this yoga. This is a base yoga given in every classical book. You can't ignore it. Okay, Malika. Malika means, Malika name itself is suggesting what? Garland. Okay, Mala. Malika means Mala. Any planet, if you arrange those planets like one, there are different Malika yogas formation.
Yes, one I saw in Jawaharlal Nehru's chart.
Okay.
From 1 to 7.
1 to 7, 8, and that is a Malika yoga. Yeah. Okay. So in Kalsarpa yoga, the strength of Kalsarpa yoga depends upon the Malika yoga, like how much houses are occupied in between Rahu and Ketu. Strength depends upon them. So according to that Rahu Ketu will create trouble. Even in Nadi Jyotish. Now these are the same people who don't know Nadi astrology, who are saying Kalsarpa yoga does not exist. Okay. So if you read Nadi books, they say if any planet is falling in, like any planet, not only Rahu Ketu. Okay. If number of houses are empty, it means the person's life will become struggleful life. Why? Because understand this is a Jupiter, correct? Jupiter is the sun. I will give you a very simple example here. Jupiter is the sun. Okay. So when Jupiter in transit, let's say I'm using the word transit. Okay. Jupiter transit to Aries sign, let's say. After Aries, no planets are there in between till Ketu. Okay. So wherever Jupiter travels in empty houses, those all years will be a struggling year for the native.
Okay.
Okay. Struggling year for the native, and with every empty houses, some new yoga created. That is in the Nadi Jyotish. We have Nadi students here in our class, they can understand what I'm trying to say. So it means number of empty houses increases in your chart, struggle will increase. You can check it. So as per that logic, if I apply here, Rahu and Ketu will also progress. Okay, it means every progression with the empty houses will increase the struggle. This is what Kalsarpa yoga defines. Now I am giving the name only Kalsarpa yoga. I can give any name. I can give Vinayak yoga. And Panditji will do Shanti for it also, because they have that core mantra, that mantra shastra, they can do it. Because I know this particular yoga is due to Rahu and Ketu. So they can do Rahu and Ketu Shanti. Although in Kalsarpa yoga is not only about Rahu Ketu. There are many rituals in it, which people don't do. Okay. So now this is a problem with the modern authors. They can write anything in the name of, like, they have read everything. Okay. But at least they should inquire these Vedic Pandits, these Karmakandi Pandits, okay, what mantra they are chanting. You just ask him.
Okay. Correct.
Okay, so they will tell you the source of those mantras. They must be given in some books and some purpose. Correct? So like this. Right. So in Nadi, also in Malika Yoga, if you read, if you understand the Malika Yoga completely, you can understand Kalsarpa Yoga. Malika Yoga says the starting planet from where Malika Yoga starts. Okay, that starting planet is responsible for the whole yoga formation and the result of that yoga. Clear? Same thing is happening in Kalsarp Yoga. But in Kalsarp Yoga, it is reverse. In Kalsarp Yoga, the ending planet is responsible for the yoga formation. It means here it is Rahu, not Ketu. So it is a Kalsarp Yoga. If Ketu is responsible, then it's a Kalamrita Yoga. There's another name is given for it. Kalamrita and Kalsarp Yoga.
So many names.
Okay. Now these both names are not given in any of classical books. Okay, but you can't ignore the result of this. Okay, so just to eradicate the results of these yogas, we are doing Shanti. And that is also true, like many people are exploiting these yogas and people are cheating in the name of Kalsarp Yoga and doing unnecessary remedies. Even I have seen 70% of Kalsarp Shanti is also wrong. What Panditji is doing. Okay, Kalsarp Shanti at least take 3 to 4 hours to complete the whole ritual. But nowadays Kalsarp Shanti is done in 20 minutes only. That is next to impossible.
In near Triambakeshwaram, this Shastri family does it very nicely.
Yeah, so there are many Pandits in the Triambakeshwar, they are doing it in correct manner, and there are many Pandits are also present who are not doing it correctly. Okay, now you are studying Jyotish, so after when you become popular, so they will approach you. Okay, you should send your clients to them and they will give you commission. This is also happening. Okay, so you need to understand the difference between the right and wrong knowledge. Okay, so don't follow blindly, especially the modern authors. Don't go with the name. Okay, at least do your own investigation. If you are very sure, okay, I have read every book and at least I have gone through roughly every book. Now you are sure, then you can make comments on anything. Okay, this is not present in there. Okay, so just for a study purpose, I am giving you 2 things. One is the Malika Yoga. Read about this. If you can understand Malika Yoga, you can understand this Kalsarp Yoga also.
Sure.
If I'm correct, in Malika Yoga, Rahu Ketu is not involved.
Yes, it's
okay.
Not.
Yeah, and so in this chart also, no, this Kalsarp Yoga, because this person is detected with the cancer only in the dasha of a moon and Antardasha of Rahu.
Antardasha of Rahu.
Antardasha of Rahu. So this Kalsarp Yoga has affected to a greater extent to this individual.
And see one more thing. 12 years of Jupiter in Aquarius, 12 years of Jupiter in Pisces, 24 years. After 24 years, 36 years till Aries. After 36 year, okay, most worst time of the native starts.
Yes, sir. The health.
Okay, especially for the health and for every matter. Okay, for every matter. Okay, now they're expecting child and everything. That is not possible for this chart. Why? If you see this again, this Bidasputa, there are 2 things. Okay, Kshetrasputa and Bidasputa.
Yeah.
Okay, these 2 concepts are important for the childbirth. Okay, Bidasputa, especially for the male native. Okay, there is a calculation for it. Bidasputa, how to calculate it? Maybe you can read about these things. So that Bidasputa is also in the Kala. I'm sure. Okay, so that particular happiness is not there. Okay, so maybe some IVF or some other medical intervention is needed. Okay, so like this, so.
And sir, in this chart, the Lagna is afflicted, the house is afflicted. And on top of that, the moon Lagna and Sun Lagna also are not doing very well. Moon itself is quite weak. It's in 3rd house from Sun. So it's very close to Sun also. So one thing I was noticing, the Kendra is almost empty except for 1 house. So all around the 3 important Kundali, 3 important Lagna, they are not looking strong at all here.
Yeah, like this, you can search many negative things in this chart. There is no limitation in it. Okay, it depends like how we are seeing the chart. I think Arup is about to ask any question. Arup Ghosh.
In this case, hello.
Sir,
I carefully observed that the native is suffering due to because according to degree system of astrology, degree system of astrology, the Lagna Lord, once it is retro, and another is the Mercury is very much near to the Rahu degree. Sir, so there may be some problem of Lagna because Mercury is in the degree of 5 degree. And Rahu is very near to 8, Rahu and Ketu. That means within plus minus 5 degree.
But the signs are different. So that
but according to degree system, clear. Okay. Wherever the sign may be, according to degree system, the Mercury is very near to the Rahu degree. So he has been suffering. And Mercury is retro here also. So the disease come again and again.
Again, if Rahu involved, then sometimes it is not diagnosed on time. It will take time. Many a times it will give us wrong information. It's all these things happens. Mercury is there, so repetition is there. So like this, we can conclude many things. But the whole point of discussion of this chart is just to understand this Krura Amsha. Concept is very clear. Now it depends upon person to person, like on which level they are utilizing it. Yes, Aruchi.
Vinayak sir, one point I wanted to make out here is like this Mercury. This particular Mercury is not bad because it's debilitated. At the same time, it's in retro. So it is more likely that this planet will act like an exalted planet. This is one point. And second thing is, can you go to that Amsa ruler's chart once again?
Yeah, this is the same chart, no? Open.
No, sir. That particular chart that you showed to us, where all the malefic and benefic things are written.
The spreadsheet,
okay.
That spreadsheet, right? That Word file. Sir, this particular Amsha, that is Amsha Shaya, that is 37. That is serial number 37. Sir, can you put some light on this particular thing that is it actually a malefic Amsha? That 37, yeah.
37, Vamshak Shaya. So Vamshak Shaya is a malefic one. Why? Because Vamshak Shaya means what? Vamsha means lineage. Okay, Vamsha. Kshaya means deteriorating. It means that Vamsha is now stop or it will deteriorate, it will finish.
Okay,
it means there is no future for it.
I understood. Thank you.
There is no future for it. Now this is a Vamshak Shaya topic is arise. I can show you one more interesting thing here in the same chart. Okay, see whatever problem this native is facing, okay, that is obviously it is not created by him in this life. Okay, that must be coming from the previous past life, no? But sometimes you see in many village astrologers or many good astrologers, they are predicting like this, okay, this problem is coming from your mother's side or from your father's side. They have done something wrong due to which this particular problem is reaching to you. Anybody heard this kind of predictions?
Yes,
sir. I have heard.
Okay. So what does it mean? It doesn't mean like they want to give you suffering. Okay, it simply means like something is happened, like let's say some murder is happening in the family, in mother's family. Okay, they have done something with some female. Okay, now that is accidental death, their unnatural death happened. Okay, that particular soul or that particular whatever they have done. Okay, who is going to face those karmas? Obviously, those same person. If they take rebirth again, then only. If there is no rebirth, then who is going to face it? Obviously, their ancestor will face, no? Ancestor, their coming generation will face it. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? It means if in family there is no any shraddha and these kind of rituals people are not doing, okay, it means there are a lot of karmic debts are waiting for them to take rebirth. But if there is no rebirth, then who is going to face those karmas? Okay, so some karma will reach to their lineage. Like, let's say if you are taking some loan from bank and you have debt. Now, who is going to repay those loans?
My son.
Your son. Okay, so it means that particular karma is reflecting in your son chart now. Okay, this is what similar thing is happening in Pitrudosh also. Okay, so understanding these terms. But nowadays we have insurance. Okay, if I'm taking loans, I can take insurance also. If anything happened to me, bank will take it. Okay, so in same manner, we can also do insurance in this life. Okay, do meditation, do some sadhana, do some kirtan, japa and all these things. These are the insurance for you. So at least due to you, your next generation will not suffer. Correct? So these are the insurance. Okay, so let's see this chart. So there are two charts in it. Okay. D40 and D45. Can you see these things? Kavedamsha and Akshara Vedamsha.
What's for mother and one for father, I guess, right?
Yes, yes. D40 is from the maternal side. D45 is from paternal side. Okay. So any particular planet is afflicted in the chart and you are saying, okay, these problems are arising due to this particular planet, it means that karma belongs to planet, correct? Now that karma, whether you have done it or it is coming from some generations from your family, lineage, and anywhere. Okay, let's say if I go to D40 first. Okay. Let me make this. No, Gemini Lagna. Gemini Lagna. So any common planets are also affected here. Out of Moon, Mercury. And what else? Mars. Out of these three planets.
सर राहु केतु इकट्ठे कैसे हैं?
तो मैम आ जाते हैं ना कि D40 है. When you go to higher divisions, राहु केतु can come closer. तो अब जो यहाँ पर इसको स्टैंड अलोन चार्ट की तरह यूज करेंगे वो कैसे करेंगे राहु केतु यूज?
उसको स्वर भानु बनाना पड़ेगा सर.
हाँ सर, ये तो पूरा इंसान बन गया, वो राक्षस बन गया पूरा.
So that's why don't take it as a house system here. Okay, take yoga. Okay, Rahu and Ketu both can create yoga. That is possible in divisional charts only. Okay, but you have to understand, like, now this is a problem with this diagram. Okay, so if you don't have this diagram, then you can easily understand, okay, Rahu is in Pisces Amsha, the Meena Amsha in D40, and Ketu is also in the Meena Amsha. It means Rahu and Ketu can both have the properties of Meena. This is how we interpret. In Saravali or in Sarva Chintamani, if you read, they give you these kind of yogas. Okay, this is the way how we interpret it. But if you take it as a standalone chart, then okay, Rahu Ketu both are placed in same houses. Now Sun is here, Venus is here. Sometimes Sun and Venus both aspect each other in divisional charts, including Mercury. Mercury is aspecting Sun. So these are happening in the divisional chart. So it's a different story. Let's take the yoga. So come back to our topic. Mercury in Taurus sign, Moon is in Aries, Mars is in Sagittarius. Okay, let's check D45. Moon, Rahu, Ketu in Aries. Okay, in original position. Okay, same position. In same position, they are in Lagna chart also.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mercury is in second house, in Cancer sign.
Yes.
Where is Mars? Mars is in Aquarius. Okay, so now in original D1 chart, Moon is with Rahu, correct? Here also Moon is with Rahu in same Amsha. It means affliction level is same here.
Yes, sir. And the dispositor is reflected also with Saturn.
It means that Moon and Mars, it means this particular karma is coming from D45. When D45 means what?
Father's side. Father's side.
Correct, sir.
Okay. So this is not only applicable for the malefic karma. Okay. Any bad karma, like you have a very good luck. Okay. Aapka luck bahut acha hai. Now, why you are getting that luck? Because understand that is not your luck. That luck is due to something else. Maybe you have done some good karmas. Maybe your ancestor had done some good karmas, due to which you are getting that luck. Okay, so that's why whatever karma you do, you are doing. Okay, your whole family is contributing to it. Your whole surrounding is contributing to it. So everything is now combined, and in future you are going to face the result of those karmas. Now it depends whether you are doing the bad and good.
Sir, to go off tangent, but D60 chart से past life भी देखते हैं.
हाँ देखते हैं. उससे भी देखते हैं. But this method is giving you more precise understanding, like from which lineage that is coming. The same thing you can decode from the D60 also, but for that again you need to play with Karak Tattvas in more expertise manner. Okay, now this is more easy to understand. Even you can decode the whole story, like what exactly happened.
Sir,
whether you have done some murder or something, whatever.
Sir,
so that was my question, sir.
As an example, please. इनका decode करते हैं as an example, please.
रुचि जी आपने बिल्कुल अभी बिगिनर है, तो अभी इतना उसमें मत जाइए, कंफ्यूजन होगा. और but I'm just showing the possibilities. This is possible with divisional charts. Same thing is possible in D1. Now in D1 the problem is one planet is showing you many things. Correct. Now to what we call narrow down, to give you more clarity, we have divisional charts. This is the application of divisional charts. Why we need divisional charts. So when we say division, see, the good way to understand the planets in this, in J Horana, you have this all divisional longitudes. Click here. Now this is the best thing. Understand this part. Okay, like Moon is in Aries. Okay, so in D40 again it is in Aries. D45 it's in Aries. Okay, so if you understand divisional charts like this, like which amsha that Moon is going on in every divisional chart, you can make better prediction. But if you fall in the trap of this chart, okay, then you are going into wrong direction. Now you will use aspect, now you use the house, everything you are going to use it. Now that is a wrong manner to use divisional charts. Don't do this. At least if you want to master divisional charts, read classical books, understand them. After that, you go and listen the lectures of modern authors, you read books. At least you can have that intellect to judge which is right, which is wrong. Whatever is right, adapt it. Whatever is wrong, leave it. Nobody is perfect here.
Sir, I also observed that since D60 chart is the past life, and I saw in D60 chart, Mercury is in Lagna and Lagna is Makar rising. And in the birth chart, Makar is falling in the 8th house. So is that means that the past karma is coming as a disease, terminal disease?
Yes. This is how we interpret it. Okay. So your approach is correct. like I have rotated this chart. Okay, now you can see on your screen D60 chart is there. Gemini Lagna. Correct. By making a Gemini as ascendant here. Now,
I have one more observation. Can I tell that?
Yes.
In Navamsa, actually, 10th house from Saturn, 4th and 10th house from Saturn gives problem. And in this case, in Navamsa, 10th house from Saturn is Mercury. Okay.
10th house from Saturn
is Mercury.
Mercury.
So Mercury is a culprit actually, because he is in Uttarabhadra Pada 1. And Pada 1, as I said, Uttarabhadra Pada is Ahir Kudanya. Ahir is a snake.
So this is D10.
Oh, sorry, D9 is saying, no?
D9.
This one.
D9 is Aquarius.
D9. 10 from Saturn is Leo. Mercury, retrograde Mercury is there.
But then he's using this as a house.
No, as I'm saying, a different approach, like many people use in different manner. That is okay.
Right.
Result aana chahiye. Okay.
But sir, if we have to look for disease, shouldn't we be looking for 8th house from Saturn rather than 10th?
No, see what happens is when we say disease and everything. Okay, so very first thing we should see the 6th house.
Yes.
Okay, from Lagna.
Yes.
Okay. Then who is the Karaka of disease? Saturn.
Saturn.
So Saturn. Now Saturn here is again in the 6th house.
Yes.
With Mars enemy planet.
Yes.
Okay. Now the third step, which Parashar Rishi says, they say see the same number of house from the Saturn. Because this is a Karaka.
6th house from Saturn.
6th from Saturn. 6th from Saturn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Aries.
Yes.
The Lord is sitting with Mars, Saturn itself. Here Moon and Rahu is present.
Right.
This is how we do. This is the 3 rules of Parashar given in BPHS. So every event you should see in terms of Karak Tattva and same number of house from the Karak Tattva.
Yes. So this is for curable disease, 6th house. 8th house will be more difficult disease. So that's why I was proposing, should we be looking at 8th house? My main issue was Venuji mentioned 10th house from Saturn. That I'm not able to understand.
So Venuji is saying maybe some technique is there, which he says, the 10th from Saturn in D9.
Yes. Okay. So that's advanced thing.
Yeah, that is a different technique in itself, I think.
So for 100 days, it is believed that for 100 days, Navamsa, the 10th house, the Saturn gives problem to the 10th house as well as the 4th house. Here 4th house is Lagna. So Lagna, this is, and one more thing, sir, the Saturn and Rahu are actually 6/8. Actually, for one lady said, Kala yoga, that is KSY. KSY, Kala Sarpa yoga. For Kala Sarpa yoga, normally in Dasa, we see the Lagna Nakshatra, not moon. That is Vimsotri Dasa from Lagna. If you see the Lagna, that October 2022, it comes as a Saturn Rahu. Saturn Dasa and Saturn Mahadasa and Rahu Antardasa. That also tallies. Even when the KSY also gives an answer.
Yes. So there are many ways to see the same result. Okay. It depends like which method or which approach you are using. Okay, if I apply same BCP here, then also I can reach the same conclusion. It should give same result. Otherwise, the system is failure. No?
Yes, sir.
So it is bound to give same result. Now it depends like in which system you are expert. That you need to choose. Okay. So I hope this concept is clear. Krura Amsha, planet, afflicted planet in D1, Kruramsha, decode the result.
Yes, sir.
Only these 3 rules are there. So now the student of Ayur Jyotish, they can give some charts, okay, or whatever charts you have submitted, you can check back whether you are finding something through Ramsha. We can add some line to it. That's it. No need to do whole work. Okay, again, you can just include the one point. So you all have your charts with you. Okay, just check it. If you are finding any through Ramsha, okay, just mark it and update in the WordPad.
Where should we send it, sir? Once we find the charts, the usual.
No, that is not for you. This is a old project is going on. So they have covered all 9 planets. So we have shared some more systematic rules to diagnose the health problem and all. So they have done good work. They have submitted the homework assignments and all. So now we have collected it. Okay, so that this particular topic is left. So now they have understood, so they can add it.
Sir, I want to ask one thing. So, as you said, BTR for D60, sir, is it possible with the events we would get the time after doing the BTR for the D60? So, is it possible to get the perfect time?
Yeah,
so
it is possible, no? Not only till D60, till D81, D108, till that level also it is possible.
So with the help of events?
With the help of events only you can do. There's no any other options for it. Okay, so Rishi is giving us 5 methods to rectify the chart. Okay, but those are not event-based methods. So again, you need to verify it.
Okay, sir, okay. How much time it would take for us to learn as a beginner?
So see, it depends. Like, see, the thing is, you need to understand one thing. You master 1 or 2 systems. Only one system, one or 2. Okay, don't jump. Like, for example, in our journey, what we do, we start with Parashari. We learn Parashari Jyotish, Vimshuti Dasha and all. And then we feel, okay, BCP is more interesting. Then I skip to BCP. Okay, and then after that I feel, okay, Bhrigu Chakra, Nandinadi is more interesting. We skip to that part. Then we say, okay, Tajik is more interesting. Brahmastra. Then we skip to that part.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So at the end, what you realize? At the end, if you can't predict event, there's no use of it. Okay, so that's what the point is. Master any one technique. If you are good at Tajik, do it. If you are good at BCP, just pick the BCP and try to decode the events. Okay, once you master that, you can do this BTR easily. Without event-based prediction, you can't do BTR.
Okay.
Okay, so it means you need to master at least one technique, correct? Not one technique, one system.
So because I think BTR is the most important, because agar aapka chart hi sahi hai, so what would you do? Like it's correct. Very important.
And see, don't worry about the BTR and all. That is, pata nahi kuch. मैं पैसे कमाने का जरिए है वो BTR, ठीक है? कि BTR करा लो और 15-20 हजार रुपया दे दो, कुछ नहीं होता, ठीक है? कोई भी BTR कराने के बाद, okay, let's say BTR done on D60 level. So are you sure the astrologer is going to use D60 for the predictions? He's not going to use D60, na? He stick with only D1 and D9. That's it.
So because I already wasted money on that BTR.
Yeah. So see, BTR is the most easiest thing. Okay, only if you can predict event.
Okay, sir.
If you can't predict event, if you want to just confuse your clients, then I will go D9, then D40, then D60, then come back to D81. Here and there, I can waste one hour of time, and then I can fix one time. Okay, BTR is done. It's not like this. So you need to verify the events. Okay, well, let's say if you have 5 events, just cross-check it. Okay, back test it, and then when you fix the time, you can predict more 5 events, just to verify it. Okay, if you can verify the event which is not given by client, then only we can expect that particular time is correct. So BTR is the easiest thing, but only for those people who can actually do predictions.
Okay, sir.
Okay, if we are good at mathematics, if we are good at theoretical knowledge, then you can come up with more theories and theories and theories, but practical BTR is not possible for them.
Okay. Okay.
So that's why don't waste your money in the BTR.
Sir, हो गया
तो
waste
तो थोड़ा सा पैसा यहाँ भी दे देते है ना.
Basically, I think जिसे कराया था वो लोग basically KP का use करते हैं, and I was not satisfied with that time.
So KP is a very effective thing for the BTR, no doubt. Okay, but again, when you use KP and when you use what we call that KP में क्या use करते हो? Ruling planets. Okay, without ruling planet, BTR is not easy. Okay. Now the concept of ruling planet means what? Ruling planet is the same thing which we use, like similarly, we are creating a Prashna chart. Okay. And we are creating Aruda Lagna, all these things in the Prashna. Okay. Similarly, they are taking ruling planets. Ruling planets means what? The time when you are checking that chart, or you are doing the BTR, at that time, whatever planet is ruling, okay, those are picking the reference from those planets. It means whatever BTR I'm doing right now, okay, you can't verify the whole analysis maybe after 1 hour. Why? Yes. Ruling planet will change. Yes. It means the concept of ruling planet and the Prashna all are divine things. Okay, that is not a mathematical thing. Okay, you can just open the chart and pick the ruling planet and do the BTR. These days in KP there are many AI-based softwares, artificial intelligence-based softwares.
Sir, I think software they are using software.
Yeah, you just put your date of birth, place, time, just click one click, it will tell you.
They will match with the nakshatra lord and all. It's all
nakshatra lord, sublords and sub-sublord. They what we call, they correlate both things. If they match, they say your time is correct. But the thing is, these ruling planets are something divine. Okay, so if you are not serious about your subject, if you are not connected to that cosmic thing, ruling planet will not speak to you. Okay. In KP, we have a ruling planet. In Vedic, in Prashna, whole Prashna Shastra is divine. Okay, that's why if you do IPL match prediction on daily basis by using the Prashna, you are bound to make mistakes. Because you are testing, you are playing with that divine knowledge. No? That will not help you. So in our
realizing it.
Yeah, so in our Bhigunandi Nadi group, every day we are testing the IPL matches. Many students are there. So I'm not saying their logic is wrong. Okay, their logic is correct. Everything is correct, but the divine will not help you every day. Okay, but for learning purpose, we can practice it, no issue. Okay, but
sir, it means we don't have to go for the BTR and all if some doubts are there.
No, if you have doubts, see there are two things. You have doubts and you are not getting the answer. Okay, so what does it mean? It means astrologer is not able to decode your chart. Simply, it doesn't mean like your chart is wrong.
Okay.
Okay, only in the one condition, if your lagna is in border degree.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then you go for BTR just to verify whether in which particular lagna you are falling. That's it. If you are not in the border lagna, then why you are so much worried about BTR?
So D9 changes.
D9 changes. Okay, so in D9 changes, the events which you see from the D9 only match those events. You have two D9s. You can check it, no? You can check it. So you should have an understanding like how to use D9.
Okay.
Okay, so there is a whole article on it. Okay, Navamansha rectification like this. If you go to saptarishiastrology.com channel, in the footer section, okay, I have placed one link. Okay, birth time rectification. Just click that. You will download one PDF article. In that article, there is a whole system is given. There is a whole table to it. Okay, year-wise.
On the website you are saying?
saptarishiastrology.com.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay, so that is a Navamansha based rectification technique.
Okay.
Okay, very easy technique. Okay, that will give you year-wise event.
Okay.
Chandra Navamansha. Chandra Navamansha.
Chandra Navamansha something. Yeah, Chandra Navamansha technique. That is given, that freely given there. Then why you are wasting your time on here? Just read that PDF table, PDF chart. There are many example charts are given there. Practice it. It hardly takes 3-4 days to master that technique.
Okay.
Only thing is the devotion is needed. 10-15 charts are needed. Check it. You can do your own rectification. No?
Thank you, sir.
भट्ट जी नमस्कार। भट्ट जी तेजेंद्र बोल रहा हूँ।
हाँ तेजेंद्र।
कहना चाहूँगा अगर बाई चांस चार्ट कोई भी आता है तो क्या हम उसमें अगर बाई चांस ये देखना चाहें कि हाँ उसका लिंक क्या है चाइल्ड का, तो ये कैसे पढ़ेंगे? इन केस आपके पास एक चार्ट है, आप उसमें डिसाइड कैसे करेंगे ये लेडी का चार्ट है या जेंट्स का चार्ट है? ये चीज D60 में बता दें आप, तो कम से कम ये है कि हाँ वन कैन रियली जज कि हाँ ये कलेक्शन बिल्कुल सही जा रहा है।
वो हो जाएगा ना, there is a system for it. Okay, I can give you reference also. Okay, after this class you can read it, or maybe we can do one session on it. It's a very interesting topic. See, there are 2-3 books available. Okay, one is Uttar Kalamrit only. Okay, so in Uttar Kalamrit there are 2 books. Okay, Uttar Kalamrit and Purva Kalamrit. In Uttar Kalamrit, if I am not wrong, in first 2-3 chapters only, the method is given. This method will tell you, like this is a male birth or female birth or animal birth or non-human birth also. Like maybe I am creating a chart for this book. That is also possible. Okay, I can create a chart for anything, no? So there is a technique for it in Uttar Kalamrit. Okay, I am not remembering the exact shloka. You can search it. Like there are many things. Even there is a what we call it, tattva-based BTR. Okay, very popular one. It's not a classical method, but research method, and many people are using it.
Yes, I've seen that.
Tattva method. I think PVR Raidu. He published many articles on it. There's a complete book on it, Nadi Astrology name book. So that tattva-based method, okay, there is a one step in which you can identify, I think, male and female. महेंद्र सर, मैं सही कह रहा हूँ, उसमें जो मेल फीमेल का है, आप म्यूट पे हैं आप शायद, म्यूट पे।
It's not for male female. I think it is for birth rectification. You can do जो तत्व का मेल है, yes, male female in that sense. कि अगर अग्नि तत्व है तो मेल, हाँ, अग्नि तत्व है तो मेल होगा, और अगर दूसरा जल तत्व है तो फीमेल होगा. Yes. So that way you can rectify.
Yeah. So Tejendra ji, that is method is there. Okay. So depending on the tattvas, like in which tattva you are born, so you can decide the male and female. Okay. Now it will require practice. It's not easy like picking one chart and you can predict it. Okay. So by using these methods only, we are doing a reverse engineering and we are doing BTR. So the classical methods, okay, which our Rishi says, there are 4 methods to it, 4 or 5, 4 method I think. Okay, all those 4 methods actually deals with the D81 and D108. Ashtottaramsha. Okay, you are talking only about the D60. Forget D60, they are talking about D81 and D108. Okay, so when you rectify till D81 and D108, it is more precise as compared to D60.
And D81 is seen for twins, na? No, no, Mansha.
No, Mansha. I think Kunda method, we call it D81, no,
Kunda
Mansha.
method.
Yes.
It is the same thing. So it means if you are predicting the twins, it means what exactly you are doing. You are comparing the both birth. Okay, maybe both are male, female, maybe both male, both female. It depends. Okay, there is one more method. There is one more method. I'm not remembering the name of the text, but that is also giving you the male, female, bird, animal, and non-living birth. So these methods are given. The thing is, we are not practicing it because who bothers? Like, जो है वो तो सामने चल के आएगा ना, अगर मेल है तो मेल आएगी, फीमेल तो फीमेल आएगी, तो कौन चेक करता है? बट ठीक है, just to have a knowledge, you all can test it. These things are given in the books. Okay, so बहुत जल्दी PTR पे हम लोग काम करेंगे. So Mahendra sir is also part of that whole project. So we have developed one beautiful software for it. Okay, you just put your what we call degrees of planets. Okay, it will rectify
degrees of moon. Degrees of moon.
Yeah, degrees of moon. So it will rectify your time till D60. No, D81. D81.
I have shared data. मेरा एक लाइफ सेविंग सर्जरी हुआ है 2018 में, because this session was on disease, so that's why I shared my data. Aortic aneurysm का मेरा सर्जरी हुआ है. जब महाधमनी फट जाती है हार्ट के रूट से, तो aortic wall और aorta मेरी चेंज हुई, आर्टिफिशियल है. तो इसीलिए मैंने देखा है this happens to 1 in 1 lakh and surviving is 1 in 10 lakh.
तो आपने चेक किया अपना D60 वगैरह को?
I have seen Ashutosh Bhardwaj ji told me that you see in D12 or D24.
नहीं उनका नहीं, जैसे अभी इस सेशन में जो आपने देखा वो आपने चेक किया अपने चार्ट पे लगा?
Actually, I am using the laptop on which I am having a software. So that's why I was unable to check that.
आपको चेक करो क्योंकि नेक्स्ट सेशन हमारा ना आयुर्वेदा पे होगा. ठीक है?
कब हुआ आपको ये सर्जरी कब हुआ था?
18 में हुआ, जनवरी 18, 2018.
क्या प्रॉब्लम बताया आपने?
Aortic aneurysm. This is Bental surgery.
डिटेल्स आपने दी हुई है ना नीचे?
Yes, I shared.
This is 1966 birth, na?
Yeah.
ये चार्ट को आपको डाल देते हैं ना इसका.
So the time is 30. What's the time, please, Tejinder ji?
3:31. टाइम आपने गलत डाला शायद.
It's early morning, 3:31.
3:31.
3:31 hours, right?
3:31 hours. In the early morning.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to say. सर ये आप वो एक्सेल शेयर कर देंगे हम लोगों के साथ so that we are able to make modification to the explanations.
एक्सेल शीट कौन सा?
वो आमशा वाला सर. आमशा में बेनिफिक मेलिफिक जो.
अच्छा ये मैं देखता हूँ. एक्सेल शीट तो मैं नहीं दूंगा, बट
इसमें और भी चीजें हैं.
इसमें बहुत चीजें हैं और
नहीं उसका बस उतना पार्ट.
नहीं मैं जो आप मांग रहे हो ना, मैं आपको देता हूँ. एक
सर आप अपना ब्रेन ही ट्रांसफर कर दीजिए.
फिर कुछ नया ब्रेन हो तो वो अच्छा ना. मेरे ब्रेन में बहुत गलत चीजें भी हैं. Sometimes when we read ना, we need to unlearn first. तो अनलर्न करने में दिक्कत होती है. तो बिल्कुल जो नया ब्रेन होगा वो ज्यादा अच्छा काम करेगा इन सब पे. षष्टियांश देखिए डाल दिया. ओके, तो place is Chandigarh. तेजिंद्र जी देखिए चार्ट सही है.
थैंक यू सर.
लगना आ रहा है क्या?
जी सर.
अच्छा पैसेस.
पैसेस लगना.
Yes sir, I'm getting the same thing as well.
अच्छा ये सर्जरी आपने क्या बताया, क्या था ये? किसके लिए?
This is called aortic aneurysm when
related to heart.
हाँ yes, related heart.
ठीक है.
ये महाधमनी बोलते हैं, महाधमनी वो मेरा ब्रस्ट कर गया था. एरोटा yes. 100% ब्लड लॉस के बाद में बचा हूँ.
Aorta is a very important for the oxygenated blood supply.
No. हाँ yes.
ये बायो में पढ़ा था मैंने, एक ही चीज तो पढ़ी है बायो में. Aorta, what is aorta and mitochondria is a powerhouse of cell. ठीक है, तो ये दो चीजें कैसे मिलेंगे ना?
So you made an artificial wall in.
Yes. Artificial.
Okay, fine.
Which hospital did you go to, sir?
Yes, this was BLK Krolbagh. The doctor was Shashtiamsha D60. Now he's in Artis Gurgaon.
Oh.
And earlier he has done the same surgery on 20-year-old guy.
Yeah.
The picture was in the newspaper. He mentioned that we successfully did this. And past I was performed the same surgery.
And आपकी सर्जरी अक्टूबर में कब हुई होगी?
अक्टूबर में, जनवरी में 2018 जनवरी.
2018 जनवरी.
Yes.
वो टाइम तो ठीक है, पहले वो इवेंट को डिकोड करेंगे ना. एटलीस्ट वो इवेंट विजिबल चार्ट में होना चाहिए. टाइम तो फिर तो बाद में आएगा.
जी.
है ना मितेश जी? तो पहले वो इवेंट देखें. जैसे मेरे रिलेटेड टू
yes sir.
Heart. Okay, so we can go to deep as much as we can. Okay, we can talk about heart, or within heart you can differentiate the parts of heart, the chambers of heart. Okay, like this, there is no any limit to it. Okay, but first we'll see the roughly is a possibility of this particular event, anything related to heart this person can face. Okay, these things we need to first understand. Okay, so क्या दिखा चार्ट पे सबको?
So sixth. First thing sir, very first look. So heart के लिए मैं Leo sign देख रहा था. So the Leo sign falls in 6th house. And sixth.
इसका नवांश बना देंगे सर. नवांश
मैं इसको ना ऐसे बना. Okay. ये लीजिए, ठीक है. साउथ इंडियन, नॉर्थ इंडियन चार्ट.
So 6th lord is in 2nd house.
Smarak house.
और मारक बैठा भी है वहाँ पे. मार्स is sitting in its own house. And दूसरा मारक, दोनों मारक साथ में बैठा है सर. Mars and Mercury both together.
Is also.
And another thing that appears here is 8th lord is sitting in Lagna. जो Venus है वो लग्न में बैठा हुआ है. So these are some.
ठीक है.
And in Navansha, Mars and Venus, Mars, one of the markers, goes into 8th house. Matlab, when we map it back. So, matlab, accident or matlab, surgery इसके बन रहे हैं क्योंकि Mars is also there.
लग्न कितना डिग्री का सर?
लग्न 12:54. 12 degree 54 minutes. 12 degree 54 minutes rectification is not needed that much. तो यहाँ पर जो पड़ेगी नहीं हमें. ठीक है मीता जी आपके कोई इनपुट?
करने आए
षष्टियांश से मैं डिकोड कर रही हूँ कि सैटर्न एज अ कारका फॉर वाल्व. ओके
षष्टियांश में ओपन करूँ?
हाँ सर कर दीजिए, मैंने भी ओपन तक किया है इधर.
ठीक है ये लीजिए षष्टियांश.
सो मेरा पूरा फिगर आउट रह रहा है सैटर्न पर, बिकॉज इनका वाल्वुलर प्रॉब्लम है, माइट्रल वॉल भी प्रॉब्लमेटिक लगता है क्योंकि सैटर्न इज D60 आपका. हाँ Saturn is occupying Virgo. Okay. And again with Rahu. So when there is a valvular problem, Saturn का malefic होना बहुत जरूरी हो जाता है सर. Right? And in D60 we can figure out this. Because it's occupying with the Rahu.
Saturn is with Rahu.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go.
So, but for surgery, we don't have to see Ketu.
Ketu क्यों?
So Ketu को use नहीं करते हैं for the surgery purpose.
Ketu Mars both.
ठीक है देखिए इधर fifth house is actually fifth house is completely affected here.
The Mars
fifth Lord is aspected by fifth house is aspected by Mars.
And fifth Lord is aspected by Saturn.
And fifth Lord is aspected by Saturn, yes.
And if we say blood flow and Saturn slows it down, so we can say the blood flow slow down.
ठीक है. And fifth house is aspected by Ketu also.
Ketu's orbiter is on Mars.
And the thing what I was looking for is Sun is actually exalted in D1.
Sir, may I?
First, Dolly Kumari, yes.
Yes. In the Rashi chart, the Lagna, the 8th Lord is sitting on the Lagna. So it is just, and with Saturn, which is 12th Lord. So it is just weakening the Lagna, and the heart, I can see from 4th house, not the 5th house. 5th house is more of a stomach area. So 4th house is more of a chest and heart area. And the 4th house Lord is sitting in 2nd house with 2 malefic. Surya, I will say malefic because Surya is the Lord of 6th house and Mars is the natural malefic. 2 malefic. And it is also in Papkartari yoga between Rahu and Saturn. So 4th house, which is chest area and heart area, is heavily afflicted. And if I talk about 9 Navmansha, then Navmansha is Libra rising, which is 8th house of the Rashi chart. If anywhere I can see 8th house rising in Navmansha, then there would be some physical illness involved in the life. So that way I can interpret.
But Libra is not the 8th house, no?
In the Rashi chart, it is 8th house.
Okay. In D1, Venus is very close to, so who is 8th Lord, it's very close to Lagna degree. I think Lagna is 12 degree and Venus is 11 degree, I think. It's very close to, 8th house is Lord is very close to Lagna. Lagna degrees are almost same.
Sir, one observation, because I think he mentioned that there was a rupturing of a vessel, the artery, and Mercury could represent that, and Mercury is sitting with Sun and Mars, and they are both very, we can say, Pitta dominating planets. that could lead to rupture. That is one observation. The second observation is Sun is also the Karaka of health. It's exalted from a different perspective. Sun is the Karaka of health, is exalted, and in Navansha it goes to Scorpio, and which maps back to 9th house. So that could explain that even going through so much hardship, he was able to recover.
If you actually look at the Sun Navamsha, the Sun Navamsha Rasi is Scorpio. So putting it back to Rashi puts it with Ketu. So that
Sun will come over Ketu.
Sun is the Karaka of heart, so that's why the surgery on the heart.
Sun will cover Ketu. Sun, that's why.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that fits in very well. Yeah.
स्वास्तिका जी कुछ कहना चाहते हैं, उनका भी सुन ले. हाँ स्वास्तिका जी बोलो.
Sir, so heart I relate with Leo and Sun and Mars and 4th house. So they all are they all are in Marka Sthana, 2nd house. Again the Rahu is in Kritika Nakshatra, again the Sun Nakshatra of Sun. So that is also again in 2nd house of Marka Sthana. Rahu, which is giving artificial thing inside the body. The wall has been changed. And the Mercury, nerves, 4th house, heart, again in 2nd house. So everything is coming into 2nd house. Mars, which is Nasargic chart, it has lordship of 8th house. That is again in 2nd house of Marka Sthana. Which everything is here.
ठीक है. ये तो analysis आपकी सही है. And
sir, what is the
is,
correct time of birth, sir, for this chart?
3:31 a.m.
3:31 a.m. Okay. Now,
sir, do we not take moon? Moon is flow of blood.
moon लेंगे. अभी देखिए. Now I have
When
a question.
moon
Okay.
means Rahu is in the sign of Taurus, where moon gets exalted. So again it is afflicted.
Again afflicted. नहीं बात सही है.
Mars 8 aspect on Ketu and 7th aspect on 8th house. So Mars is, I think, highly afflicted. It's more like for the sun and sitting with sun. Ketu's aspect also there.
नहीं ठीक है. अभी कहना है कि तेजेंद्र जी ने चार्ट दिया ना. हाँ, तेजेंद्र कुमार जी ने चार्ट दिया है. तो कुछ कॉन्क्रीट तो पता लगना चाहिए ना. इतने सारे एनालिसिस हो गए हैं तो वो सारे ही सही हो रहे हैं. ठीक है. सब जाके कनेक्ट होते हैं हार्ट से और इन सब से. बात तो सही है. बट द थिंग इज,
but with dasha is also important ना.
dasha तो वो टाइमिंग के लिए करेंगे. Now this is a big mistake ना, which we all are making. Okay, तो सिस्टमैटिक हमें अप्रोच चाहिए यहाँ पर. अभी आपने बोला है 6th हाउस भी है. चलो मार्स भी हो गया. ठीक है. 2nd हाउस मारक में बैठ गए. तो इसमें आप ये भी तो बोल सकते हो ना कि ये आदमी कर्जे में जा सकता है.
Yes,
क्यों 6th house is about the loan and debt. Mars is a karaka for it, going to 2nd house wealth. तो ये इसमें कहाँ हम डायरेक्टली पता लग रहा है कि अगर वो मैं ना बताएं अभी इनके साथ कुछ ऐसा हुआ है तो आप लोग कर लेंगे इसको.
No, sir.
क्वेश्चन वही आया ना कि अब ठीक है. हम बचने के लिए हम बोल देंगे कि ठीक है नहीं दशा पे देखना
एक्सपोज कर देते हो सर सबको.
नहीं, एक तरीका एक सिस्टमैटिक होना चाहिए ना. यही तो हम बिगिनर्स में या जो भी अपने कोर्सेज हम करा रहे हैं तो उसमें यही तो मैं कोशिश कर रहा हूँ. सिस्टमैटिक एक अप्रोच हमको चाहिए ताकि अगर आप नींद में भी चार्ट आपके सामने आए ना, आपको पता है कि वो बात क्या होना चाहिए, मुझे पहले क्या देखना है, सेकंड क्या देखना है ना. तो ऐसे तो तभी तो दुनिया बोलती है ना. तभी तो यूट्यूब पर सब कमेंट करते हैं कि ये तो पोस्टमार्टम एनालिसिस कर रहे हो आप लोग. बात सही है. तो पोस्टमार्टम ही कर रहे हैं अभी तक.
Exactly.
Rationalizing an event.
तो ऐसे तो हो गया. फिर बीटीआर भी नहीं करेंगे कभी. छोड़ दो. तो इस अप्रोच में नहीं होगा बीटीआर कभी भी.
May I give my observation, sir?
हाँ वेणुगोपाल बोलो.
Actually, the 3 planets are affected. Mars is aspecting the that is Karkataka house.
Okay.
It's a house. Or from 5th house actually. From natural zodiac 4th house. And there are Mars is debilitated in that house. So it is creating a problem. And Ketu and Saturn. Both are placed in the nakshatra of Purva Bhadrapada and another one is Vishaka 4. Vishaka 4 is the Nicha point of, that is debilitated point of Moon. So Moon has been highly debilitated and Mars is staying there. And so that is, the Moon is a karaka for body and the so that's why the problem arises in the last example.
Correct. So with this nakshatra,
Mars is also for blood circulation. Mars of Moon are blood circulation. And the Ketu is having the aspect of 9th house. 9th house are, in the reverse direction, trinal house. Trinal house aspect of Ketu is there. So Mars and Ketu both are aspect. It means that it is Paisatya Yoga for it. It creates soul related problems. So you may not have good sleep, sleepless nights will be there. Because
sleeping problems.
Simple observation which I feel.
Thank you, Venugopal. Thank you.
Sir, my systematic approach would be like, first I will see the Lagna is afflicted. Lagna is Sarira. So Sarira is afflicted by 8th Lord and 12th Lord. So Lagna, Sharira is afflicting. So what kind of affliction? Then Lagna Lord is going to the 4th house, the chest region. So it is indicating something, some problem will arise in this chest area. And what will that? Then 4th Lord is going to the 2nd house in Maraka house with Mars and Surya, which indicates a surgery. And Rahu also aspecting the 2nd house, which is putting something artificial, something foreign to the 4th house, which is chest area. So that's why he is getting surgery as well as some foreign thing in the chest area.
This analysis is far better than.
So one thing I would only add one thing. She mentioned Saturn is sitting in Lagna, which is 12th Lord. In addition to that, the 3rd Lord and 8th Lord also are quite malefic here, the Venus, and that is also sitting there. And Saturn gets connected to Marakasthan through Jupiter's dispositor. So, so that indicates disease.
And just one more thing, sir. Since अगर हार्ट का कुछ है तो मतलब फैटी डिपॉजिट तो हुए होंगे, तो जुपिटर क्यों नहीं इन्वॉल्व हो रहा है यहाँ पे? जुपिटर तो होना चाहिए.
Now the reason for this particular incident
Jupiter Mahadasha.
Jupiter Dasha chal raha hoga, but the reason is not known to us. Na? There are many reasons for this particular problem.
Doctor told me that your heart is quite fine. बहुत अच्छे से है आपका हार्ट, बिल्कुल उसमें कोई कोलेस्ट्रॉल वगैरह कुछ नहीं है. Because I was having high BP problem, my body clock is not well because I am a repairman, electronics repairman. I do repair. तो मेरा बॉडी क्लॉक ये था, I was doing studio repairs. तो उस समय क्या होता था कि मेरे को रात को भी काम करना पड़ता था. बॉडी में कई बार क्या होता था कि मेरे को 2-3 days I was not sleeping. तो बॉडी क्लॉक जो है वो एक टाइम ऐसा हुआ कि मेरे को 160-230 बीपी हुआ. तो उस समय जब मेरा बीपी ज्यादा हुआ तो उस समय आई वाज एडमिटेड इन हॉस्पिटल. तो फर्स्ट केस वो था.
root cause is something related to BP.
हाँ, yes, BP. And now my daughter is doing MBBS and she discussed the matter with his professor. He told me that he told her that this happens to those fellows who are having a high BP problem, or a person having multiple relations with other girls. And this is not the case because I know myself well. I am working in Doordarshan, and I was only because I am engineer there. मैं तो उस फील्ड में गया तो मेरा बीपी जो रेज रह रहा था, दिस हैपेंस टू बिकॉज ऑफ दैट. और आप ही का एक वीडियो था, उसमें सप्तऋषि में एक बात बताया था कि D12 में इन केस 8th लॉर्ड जब गोचर में उस पे राहु ट्रांजिट करता है तो मरण तुल्य कष्ट देता है, मृत्यु तुल्य कष्ट देता है.
D12 में भी और इवन इन D1 आल्सो. ओके, वो सैटर्न और जुपिटर, ये दो प्लैनेट पे अगर राहु केतु का ट्रांजिट होता है अपोजिट उसमें, तो ये मृत्यु तुल्य कष्ट होते हैं.
हाँ, यस, 8th लॉर्ड में बताया था आपने, तो दैट इज वीनस. तो वीनस जो है, अगर देखा जाए तो वीनस में उस समय में जब 2018 में कर्क में था, मेरा वो प्लेस आ रहा था D12 में, तो उसमें राहु ट्रांजिट कर रहा था उस समय. तो मैं उस समय ये चीज मैं इसीलिए शेयर कर दिया, कम से कम ये है कि हाँ आप और थोरोली देखें,
थोड़ा और इनपुट मिल जाएंगे लोग.
हाँ, इन केस फ्यूचर में मैं व्हाट प्रिकॉशन आई हैव टू टेक, यू विल सजेस्ट मी बेटर.
ठीक है. सो नाउ द थिंग इज डॉली कुमारी's analysis is still.
What is the date of the problem and what is the date of surgery? Date. Then which date you had a problem?
This happened on 18th of January 2018 in the morning, around about 8 o'clock, because when I came out after bath, I was having chest pain.
Sir, I have the
date of surgery, sir? Date of surgery.
So similar case as for the similar ascendant and similar, like many planets are same.
ठीक है, तो थोड़ा सा इसको हम देखते हैं. ठीक है. See, Dolly Kumari's analysis is still far better than all of us. More systematic. Okay.
No. One thing I would like to say, 4th house, she is saying 4th house is chest area, so surgery is okay, 4th house, but 5th house has to be affected for this heart and
also 5th house. उसमें मैं थोड़ा इसमें क्लियर कर देता हूँ.
अब इसमें सन जो है, सन is exalted, he told his heart is okay, so that must be reason कि sun actually is helping him. Sun is well placed, but the only reason that in Navamsha sun comes out on Ketu, so that must be the reason. And 5th house is completely involved over here, and 8th house lord is exactly on Lagna degree. You can see basic में पढ़ रहे हैं degrees अगर आप देखेंगे basic, can you see the degrees?
The 5th house भी
यहाँ पर देखिए आप Venus कितने डिग्री का है, 11 डिग्री, and this is 12 degree, only 1 degree is difference is there. So 8th house lord is exactly on the Lagna. So this is very severe influence of the house lord, and because of Jupiter only, I think in the 4th house he could save this.
Saving.
Yes.
Mahendra sir, you said that 5th house should be involved, no? Yes, 5th house is involved through Navansha also, because in Navansha Saturn has occupied Cancer sign. If you see the Navansha, no, Saturn has occupied a Cancer sign, no.
ठीक है. Ketu also is there. Ketu and Saturn both are there.
Yes.
So 5th house is there.
Yeah, 5th
so the
house
main
is already
reason
involved
is, so I think main reason is 5th house and not 4th house. 4th house, when Jupiter placement is very good in 4th house. In your this thing in natural horoscope, 4th house is your Cancer where Jupiter gets exalted. So 4th house is good as far as I understand. That's why he could survive this.
ठीक है, तो अब इसको थोड़ा कंक्लूड करते हैं सिस्टमेटिक तरीके से, और we can do it more easiest method. Okay, whatever we have learned till now, okay, from basic till this class, okay, we will apply step by step, okay, so that everybody can understand it. So very first thing is Lagna. Okay, we give importance to Lagna. We say Lagna is body, so Lagna should be afflicted, correct? But before Lagna, Moon is also important. Okay, we say Lagna is what we call self or body. Okay, that is a half statement. Okay, moon is actually a body. Why? Lagna is the future manifestation of moon only. The body, the basic body, the basic this structure of body is due to moon. How? The body is given by mother, not by father. Correct? Who is the karaka of mother?
Moon.
Moon. And what is the karaka of anna? Anna.
Moon.
अन्नमय कोश और अन्न जो बॉडी अन्न का बनता है. Okay, who is the karaka for that body?
Sir, moon ही होना चाहिए ना?
It's moon only. Okay.
Moon.
Lagna is also body in the sense, what we call that projection, that manifestation of your body, how you utilizing it in your throughout your life. That is Lagna. Means in that sense, Lagna and moon both are important for us. Moon is not only mind. So whenever there is a serious injury or serious problem with the physical body, Lagna is there, but moon is also involved. Very first thing. Okay. So it means here moon and Lagna both should be analyzed. First point. Okay. In second step, what we will do? We know the disease part, we should see from the 6th house. This is a very basic thing. Okay, so in second step, we will see the 6th house. Who is the karaka for the disease?
Saturn.
Saturn karaka planet we should see. And what is the last step? 6th house from the Saturn. Okay, so if this everything is connecting with the 8th house and 6th from the 8th, it means something severe and like disease and all these things can be possible. If this Lagna in 6th house and Saturn, if these three parameters are connected with the 12th house, it means he need to be hospitalized.
Yes.
Okay. So there are three ways to do analysis. So we'll go first step by step. Okay. Right now, we don't know whether it's a heart or chest or a legs or head. We don't know anything. Assume like this. We go step by step, everything will come into the place. Okay, we don't need to go for the heart search and the chest and everything. That will come automatically in your analysis. You go step by step only. That's it. You stick to your step. So first, we have seen Lagna. Okay, Saturn, Venus, as Mahendra sir says, Lagna, in Lagna we have Venus, that is 8th house lord. And the most important point which he noted, that is a Venus 11 degree. Okay, so yes, any planet close to Lagna degree, that becomes very prominent.
Yes, sir.
This is the time-tested rule. Here,
yes,
it means something connected with the Venus and the 8th as well as 3rd house.
Yes.
Okay, events can be possible for this native. Now, interesting thing is 8th house and 3rd house both are the house of longevity. Correct? 8th house is longevity. This is the 3rd house is the 8th from 8th. That's why we say both are longevity. And 12th from this 3rd house is Maraka. 12th from the 8th house is also Maraka. This is why we say na, 2nd and 7th is Maraka. Because 2nd and 7th both are 12 to 3rd and 8th. Okay, so Venus is sitting with Saturn. By only this, we can't say, okay, malefic result related to 8th house. No. That is only indicating, okay, something very crucial related to longevity. Okay. Yes. So both can be possible. It can increase the longevity to maximum. That is also possible. Why we are pre-assuming, okay, Venus only decrease the longevity because of 8th house. 8th house is not malefic. Until and unless if 6th and 12th energies are not combining with the 8th. 8th house is Shuddha Ayu. Longevity, that's it.
Yes.
It is not the afflicted 8th house. Correct? Here
Yes.
in 8th house, Jupiter is also aspecting. No? Then how can we conclude, okay, something is bad in the longevity?
No, not bad in longevity. It's accidents.
Accidents.
This thing that happened actually.
Suddenness can be predicted.
Suddenness and
suddenness can be possible.
Yeah.
That is true.
Longevity is there. That's why he.
That's why he is with us now. Now
I'm saying.
नहीं वो जो आपने बोला ना पॉइंट ठीक है वो पॉइंट ठीक है
इसी वजह से एक्सीडेंट वगैरह जो
degree is very closer to the lagna, but the fact here is that same Venus is with Saturn. This is the problem.
Yes.
Saturn is in lagna. That same Saturn is not good for this particular chart. Agreed to this?
Yeah, that's fine.
Everybody?
Yes.
Okay. It means something is not good with the lagna. Okay. This is what we can conclude by this analysis only. It means something
in
Marnakarakasthana that we can include. But let's say the students here, they don't know about this Marnakarakasthana. Okay, they have not covered. Okay, so we will not include that part. Then also we can reach to conclusion. Okay, we will go very simple steps. Okay, no need to use the hi-fi techniques and all. We keep it very simple. Okay, just house and planet. That's it. But systematic we will go. So we have seen, okay, Lagna, something Lagna is afflicted here. Lagna Lord is Jupiter. Jupiter is in 4th house in Gemini sign. Okay, so we are discussing about divisional charts also. You can cross-check the same thing in divisional charts. So for health purpose, okay, so D9, I'm not concluding D9 here. Okay, because if I follow the whole systematic Varga concept, the divisional chart concept, so obviously I will not give importance to D9 only. D9 is a part of Dashvarga or Shodashvarga scheme. Agreed?
Yes.
So it means I need to pick the relevant divisional charts only, not always D9. Okay, so let's forget the D9. Then what is the relevant divisional chart?
Is it D6?
So D6 generally people don't consider because D6 is not a part of Shodashvarga.
What about D8? D8 also?
D8 is also not a part of Shodashvarga.
Okay, you mentioned earlier D12 also.
D12 we can consider, but yes, D6 I'm using personally because D6 maybe it's not a part of Shodashvarga, but in Gemini Sutram, Gemini system wise, D6, D8 both can be used. Okay, or in olden system of Jyotish, okay, which we call Ayur Jyotish. That is the actual Vedic Jyotish. There D6 and D8, D11, all three charts are there.
Is this pre-Parashari, sir?
Not pre-Parashari. I don't, because the Parashar BPHS is also not a verified
source. Okay.
Because there are many confusions in the BPHS also. Okay, but in D6, D8 and D11 used to be in the Varga system. Okay, but in Shodash Varga scheme, like that particular scheme proposed by Parashar Rishi, there it is not included. Yes. But in Gemini system, they have D6, D8, if I'm correct. Okay, they have this chart. Okay, there is a calculation for it given. So if I say D6, like I told you, na, if some health issues are not identified in Lagna chart, you can check in D6. D6 will give you more clear understanding. Okay, so let's say D6. First I will go systematic. D3 also we can use. Okay, so in Kerala system, if you read Krishniyam and Brihad Jatak, they're using D3. D3 also. Okay, but the problem here is D3 is not correct in the Jehora, so I'm not concluding, I'm not using D3. Okay, so let's say D6. Lagna is Sagittarius,
Sagittarius, yes.
And Venus. Okay, so for every Varga, Lagna is important.
Yes.
So it means here it is having a Pisces Lagna, and here it is going to Sagittarius with Venus. You can see here Sagittarius is falling in the 10th house where Moon is located. Venus is also there. Again, Venus is coming into picture. It means something serious with the 8th house. This is for sure. Okay. Till now, we have seen this thing. Now, Saturn, who is the Lord of 12th house in the Lagna, because we are doing assessment for the Lagna only till now. I'm not going here and there. Just stick to Lagna. First, I have seen the Lagna. Okay, Sagittarius sign with Venus. That same Sagittarius is falling in the 10th house. That's it. Venus is also connecting here. It means Venus is having crucial role in whole analysis. Now we have Saturn in the Lagna in D1. Check that same Saturn in D6. In D6, Saturn is with Rahu as well as Ketu energy is also combining in Libra. Exalted.
Yes, yes.
Okay. What this exaltation means here? Because this exaltation, this Libra sign, again the 8th house.
It's actually bad, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, Saturn, the Lord of 12th house, is gaining strength, especially in the Shashtiamsha. This is called Shashtiamsha D6. Okay, Shashtiamsha, again where? In the 8th house only. Okay, here it may be looking 11th house to you all. Okay, but consider it as the 8th house because in Lagna it is falling in the 8th house only. Okay, can you see the close relationship between Lagna and 8th? Lagna and 8th. Lagna and 8th is repeating again. Who is repeating? Saturn and Venus. Okay, if you see this D9 chart, okay, D9 chart is not giving you any health indications. If I go the whole Varga system, if you want to include D9 as a standalone chart for everything, that is a different concept. Okay, but if you see here, okay, then it will not give you clear indication of health trouble. But D6 chart is designed for this purpose only.
Yes.
Clear? So
yes,
it means
sir.
At least first step is understood now. Okay. Let's say again D6, after D6, D8 we can check. Okay. So in D8, which Lagna is there? See, if I include all division of chart, it will make you more confused. Okay. So directly I can jump to important one. Okay. D12, D30 you can see. Okay. Pisces, again Lagna is same. Okay. D60 is what? D30 will show you Shadripu. It means the... Okay, I will come to this point first. See this. D30, Pisces Lagna, same Lagna. Okay. Saturn, where is Saturn? Again with Rahu Ketu in third house, Pisces sign. Okay. So Taurus sign.
Taurus
which
sign.
is 8th from it again. Again, 8th energy is still there. 8th energy is still there with Saturn in D6 and again in D30 also. Clear? There also Rahu Ketu is involved. Here also Rahu Ketu is involved.
Sir, sorry. You said 8th energy is still involved. Is that you are connecting? Are you using the dispositor into Taurus to make
dispositor also you can consider. I am saying third house is 8 to 8, no?
Yeah, correct.
Third house itself containing the 8th house property.
Yes.
Okay. Third and 8th both are Ayur house, no? Ayush house.
Yes, sir.
Both are carrying the same energy here also, Saturn. Clear? Now what about Venus? Venus is in Virgo.
Virgo, debilitated.
Debilitation. Again you can see the affliction on the Lagna, Saturn, Venus. Okay, how Lagna? Okay, Lagna Lord is Jupiter. Jupiter also we need to see. Jupiter is with Mercury in the Aquarius and Aquarius is the 12th house. Now D30 is giving you very important clue. Why? Because D30 we use to see the ripus, okay, or the collective habitual what we call habitual wrong things which we are doing in this life, or we take it from the previous life.
So misfortune.
Misfortune we can say, or whatever activity this person is doing in this life, okay, which can create miseries in life.
Compulsive tendencies.
Okay, so miseries is coming from what? Saturn, Venus, Jupiter. Clear? Even with the sun. Okay, right now I am not analyzing the 6th house, but just for understanding, 6th house is ruled by sun. You can see in D30 it is in debilitation. Okay,
So
Saturn, 6th house and sun both shows your routine. Okay, daily routine, what you are doing. So Ripu is coming from your daily routine habits only.
It's because 6th Lord is in 8th house. Or I mean, sir, could you? I didn't get that, sir. D3rd.
See the activity which you do. Okay, like Tejendraji says, he is doing the job or the daily activities. Okay, his work, his own work activity is seen from which house?
6th house.
6th house only, no?
Yes.
So that 6th house is ruled by what?
Sun. Yeah.
Sun is by default sitting in the exalted. So in Lagna chart, it is looking very good. Okay, but in D30, if you see the Ripu chart,
so it was Libra debilitated.
Debilitation.
Yeah.
It means something serious problem with the sun and 6th house. It means his daily routine. So like he told, his doctor told him, like there is no any issue with the sun, that hard part. Okay, but that BP or the things is arising due to his क्या बोलते हैं इसको, उसका जो काम था, तो काम का नेचर ऐसा है कि जिसकी वजह से ये सारी चीजें उनके साथ कलेक्ट हुई. Okay, so here only sun is not alone responsible for it. Saturn is also responsible. Saturn is the main karaka for it. Okay, actually D30 is not giving you the health problem, but it is giving you the reason for it. Why? Okay, so let's go to D60 directly. Otherwise, we can check D40, 45. Maybe it's a previous karma or what. Let's go into that area. D60 is enough for us right now. Okay, so here Lagna is Aries. Now the BTR people like who interested in the BTR. So in this chart BTR is needed. Okay, but now Deepthi, you tell me, are we really required BTR now? Because the same event is showing in D1, in D6, D30. In between them, we have D12 also. I can check there also, no? Same thing is repeating. So why should I need D60 here?
Sir, I think there is no need to BTR. No need of
D60. BTR is needed. Okay, so if the gender is interested, BTR we can do. Okay,
so but BTR event from the D1 and D30, so there is no need, na?
No need. But if कुछ लोग को interesting होता है ना, कुछ जैसे आपका D9 से काम चल रहा है, but आपको D60 चाहिए ना, फिर भी.
हाँ, मुझे एक चीज जाननी है.
सर जो आज आपने कराई है उसके लिए तो चाहिए ना D60.
उसके लिए चाहिए.
हाँ, D60 के लिए मैं यही जानना चाह रहा हूँ. D60 में इवेंट जो निकलेगा, क्योंकि बिकॉज वो प्रोसीजन है, that will give me the exact timing, exact month. Because in case मैं चार्ट देखता हूँ, so anyone can define that marriage will happen in this month and during this period. In case this child is male born, this is this, उसमें चार्ट की करेक्शंस बहुत सारी हैं.
हाँ, आपको मेल फीमेल के लिए आप जाएंगे पर तो जरूरत पड़ेगी.
हाँ, D60 में जाएंगे अगर इवेंट देखना है, क्योंकि मैं 2018 में जनवरी में देखना चाहूंगा. अगर वो बाई चांस D12 में दिखता है, लेकिन अगर D60 में प्रिसीजन में जाएंगे तो आई वांट टू सी विच षष्ट्यांशा is affecting that particular part. Yes.
हाँ वो सही है ना, वो मैंने वही बोला कि if you want to go more precise, okay, more detail, then obviously D60 D81 आगे तक चलते रहेंगे हम लोग. Okay, but the thing is कि वो इवेंट को समझने के लिए D60 के बिना भी पॉसिबल है ना. बट ये कि हाँ आपको जितना प्रिसाइज आपको जानना है, मेल फीमेल का हो गया आपका, वो सब के लिए तो चाहिए. वो बिना D60 क्रॉस किए आप जा नहीं सकते आगे.
See, now this has happened with me, and I'm willingly share my events. Share my marriage.
Generally कोई शेयर करता नहीं, बट आपने किया है तो that is good thing. Okay, so let's come back to our this thing. D60 is not correct here. Okay, so we need to do rectification. Okay, that rectification obviously it will take time, but let's complete our this whole analysis. So Lagna Lord Saturn Venus is completed. Any doubt in this session? Any doubt from the class? किसी को दिक्कत है बीच में?
So how you came to know this, why this chart needed PTR D60? से आपको कैसे पता चला? It needed?
वो इसको ऐसे पता लगा कि जब आप चार्ट आप ऐसे सिस्टमेटिक तरीके से देखते जाओगे आप ना, जो वो सिंक है वो आपको ना हर डिविजन्स में आपको दिखाई देगा. ऐसा नहीं होगा कि वो D1 D9 D6 में दिखा है वो आगे की चार्ट में दिख नहीं रहा है. और इवेंट तो हुआ है ना इनको, उनके सामने ही हमारे सामने वो गवाही दे रहे हैं.
Okay.
है ना. This kind of surgery or this kind of health trouble is not possible without the involvement of Lagna and Moon.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है. अभी लग्न मून अगर D60 में जाके अगर अच्छे हो रहे हैं तो फिर तो कुछ तो गड़बड़ है ना बुनियादी तौर पे. हमें तो जरूरत पड़ेगी करने की. तो अंडरस्टूड है. तो सिंपल लॉजिक है.
52 इयर्स में हुआ था क्या सर इनको सर्जरी?
2018 बोला है.
52 ईयर चल रहा था ना तेजेंद्र सर?
कैलकुलेट कर लिया मैंने. 52nd ईयर में था.
52nd ईयर तो 4th हाउस एक्टिवेट हो जाएगा.
4th हाउस है, राइट.
हाँ, तो सर जुपिटर तो लग्न से जुड़ रहा है. ठीक है. और का लियो साइन जो हम हार्ट के लिए लेंगे उसके साथ भी षष्टियांश में जुड़ रही है.
But moon exalted है षष्टियांश.
जुपिटर षष्टियांश में तो मैम रेक्टिफिकेशन आप करोगे ना, वो जल्दी चेंज होगा भी नहीं. अच्छा. वो तो सेम ही रहेगा. फर्क कहाँ पड़ने वाला है? फर्क पड़ेगा लग्न में, D60 के लग्न में. ठीक है. क्योंकि राइट नाउ वी आर डूइंग द असेसमेंट फॉर द लग्न. So we are sticking to Lagna of D9 Libra. We are sticking to Lagna of D60 Aries. ये Aries चेंज होगा यहाँ से. ये ऐसे चेंज होता जाएगा. ठीक है. मैंने खाली आपको एक रीजन दिया, बट इसके 3 रीजन है. ठीक है. तो मैं आपको स्टेप बाय स्टेप बताता हूँ. ठीक है. तो पहले स्टेप में हमने लग्न देखा. We are seeing the Lagna. What is the second step? For the health trouble, for the health analysis. What is second step? We see the 6th house.
6th house.
Simply we go to see and see the 6th house. 6th house is what? Leo sign.
Leo sign.
Okay. Ruled by Sun in the 2nd house, exalted. Okay, it is looking very good. Okay, no health issues, nothing special. Okay, and Mars is there, who is a lord of 2nd house. Everything is good. Mercury, the lord of 4th and 7th. No issue.
But
इसमें हेल्थ ट्रबल कहाँ से आया इसके अंदर?
सर ये मार्स और सन I remember was connected to Venus because they are sitting in Varni नक्षत्र. आपने वो
नक्षत्र हम नहीं भटकते हैं अभी. सिर्फ हम एक सिस्टम एक ट्रैक पे चलेंगे. कंफ्यूज नहीं करेंगे. है ना. ऐसे मैं अभी नक्षत्र लूंगा, कल को मैं BNN डाल दूं इसमें बीच में भी.
ठीक है. तो मैं बता रहा हूँ बस.
नहीं कनेक्शन ऐसे निकलेगा. ऐसे तो मैं बहुत चीजें कर दूंगा इसके अंदर. वो 10 मिनट का काम है. वो नहीं. हम एक सिस्टम. आप बोलोगे BNN में BNN कैसे चलेंगे
सर? ये ज्यादा बहुत कंफ्यूजन हो रहा है सर. एक ही सिस्टम में स्टिक करके रहिए.
हाँ देखो ना, आरुष जी ने बोला कंफ्यूजिंग होगा, इसलिए हम अभी कुछ नहीं, कोई नक्षत्र नहीं. ठीक है. इररिलेवेंट डिविजनल चार्ट्स नहीं लाना है. ये पूरा इस पूरा एनालिसिस का रूल है. ठीक है. But no nakshatra, no other system. That's it. Okay. Now second step, 6th house. In Lagna chart, it is clear. It is not reflecting any serious problem till now. But Sun is a lord of 6th house. It means 6th house energy is there. Okay, it means something related to health. It can be good, it can be bad. Disease can be possible if Sun will show any affliction in our further steps, like in D6, in D30, whatever we have done till now. Okay, वहाँ कुछ अगर दिखा, so which body organ you will pick? This is important. The body organ, obviously, from the Lagna, you will see, okay, second house is there. Okay, Aries sign is there. Who is sitting? Mars and Mercury. Okay, Mars and Mercury is sitting there. It means it may be coming either from the Mars or from the Mercury or maybe from Sun itself. Clear? So now the Karak Tattva of Mars, Mercury and Sun should be in your mind. Okay, then you can go further. तो दो कारक तत्व सभी के रख लो बॉडी ऑर्गन्स में. मार्स के 2 सोच लो, मरकरी के 2 दिमाग में रखो, सन के 2 रखो. ठीक है. Now come back to our next step. G6. तो यहाँ हमने देखा लियो साइन and sun. You have to pick only these two things in next step. In D6, Leo sign, Mars is connected. It means Mars is again involved here. And Sun is connected with the Moon. Okay?
Yeah. Yes.
It means, now see, Moon is involved here. Okay, as I told you, Lagna and Moon both should be in some affliction. Okay, to show the surgery. Okay, that is major surgery. Without Lagna and Moon, that is not possible at all. Clear? Sun, Moon, both are there in Virgo side. Virgo means what?
Disease.
Natural disease, but in D1, it is in the 7th house. Okay, in Leo. So now it's giving you a little bit more information. Okay, Sun is now connected with the Moon. Okay, that's it. Not more than this. Okay, but in the same chart, you can see Saturn, Rahu, Lagna affliction is there. Okay, so it means whatever you are doing, you need to, what we call, you need to take parallelly both. First Lagna, you have seen affliction. Now you are seeing the 6th house. If 6th is also found afflicted, okay, then disease is for sure, or some trouble is for sure. If 6th house is clear in D6, in D30, everywhere, it means it is not a case of health issue or the disease. It's a case of something else, maybe a theft, maybe some लोन का केस हो जाएगा या कोर्ट केस हो जाएगा. 6th house वो भी दिखाता है ना. हम अभी सिर्फ हेल्थ की बात कर रहे हैं. सो लग्न एफ्लेक्टेड है, इट मींस कि बंदा प्रॉब्लम में तो आएगा. 6th house भी पैरेलली एफ्लेक्टेड है, हमको चलाना चाहिए. लग्न यहाँ पर है D6 में एफ्लेक्टेड. 6th house हमको अभी इतना मिला, इट इज कनेक्टेड विद द वर्गो एंड विद द मून. Okay, moon is the lord of what? 5th house. Okay, sun is a natural karaka of the heart and all. So now we have a confusion here. Like I think Dolly is taking the 4th house for the heart, and we are taking the 5th house for the heart. The thing is, both shows heart, but there is a different meaning for both. Okay, 4th house is a heart, but which heart? वो emotion वाला heart, वो ऐसा वाला heart जो बनाते हैं ना वो couples लोग, वो वाला heart है 4th house. ठीक है, it means it's a heart of emotions. Emotions कहाँ होंगे? Heart. That's why the 4th house heart karaka is moon, not sun. Okay, emotions and all things are coming from the moon only. That is again heart only. Okay. अगर किसी का ब्रेकअप होगा, दिल में दर्द होगा, वो दिल 5th हाउस नहीं होगा, वो 4th हाउस होगा. ठीक है.
सर लव अफेयर्स तो 5th से हम लोग देखते हैं, वो लव वाला इमोशन तो. हाँ,
तो लव अफेयर 5th, ब्रेकअप कहाँ से होगा? उसका 12th हाउस ही तो हुआ ना. क्या गलत है? अगर आप see, love affair have also different angles to it. Plutonic love, scandalous love, और ऐसे ही टाइम पास आएगा, ठीक है। तो जब 5th and 8th कनेक्ट होगा, इट विल शो यू डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ लव। 5th, 8th and 12th कनेक्ट होगा, डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ, बट ओनली 5th is a मीराबाई काइंड ऑफ लव, कृष्णा एंड मीरा, ठीक है। अब वो now the 4th house is the 12th from 5th only, ना, it will show you heartbreak। तो वो भी हार्ट है, बट वो उसका अलग वो है एक्चुअली। ओके, बट फिजिकल हार्ट ना, जहाँ पर सर्जरी होगा, वो सब चीजें होंगी ना, दैट इज 5th। उसका कारक फिर सूर्य निकलेगा। डिफरेंस समझ में आया? क्लियर?
So concrete, non-abstract heart is 5th house.
हाँ।
Okay.
Okay, तो ये हो गया, ठीक है। So now sun moon is connected, it means something related to 5th house is there. Okay, now go to our D30 here. Again sun moon in debilitation, sun जो यहाँ exalted था, यहाँ ये गया। It means कि तेजेंद्र जी को by birth sun बहुत अच्छा मिला है। तेजेंद्र जी आपके लिए, ठीक है। अब इसको आपको ठीक करना है, आपको sun by birth आपके लिए बहुत अच्छा काम करेगा, सब कुछ अच्छा मिला by blessing, ठीक है। बट आपके रिपूस की वजह से ना वो सब बिगाड़ हो गया,
desires,
ठीक है। तो थोड़ा सा आपको बायोलॉजिकल क्लॉक का जो आपने बोला, वो हमें वहां पर थोड़ा सा काम करना है, ठीक है। तो ऐसे करके समझेंगे, और बहुत मतलब निकलेंगे। आपको थोड़ा D30 आप और जितना आप देख सकते हो डिटेल में ना, अब देखना टाइम लगा के, ठीक है। बट मोटा मोटा वी हैव टू वर्क ऑन दिस सन फैक्टर हियर। सन एंड सैटर्न एक्चुअली बोथ, we have to do remedies for sun Saturn on the habitual level, because D30 remedies are not possible to do remedies with rituals. You need to change your habits, you need to change your attitude, everything. Okay, D6 के D1 के तो बाकी रेमेडीज हम कर सकते हैं, पंडित जी को बुला के स्टोन पहन लो, ये पहन लो, बट D30 के रेमेडीज ऐसे नहीं होंगे, ठीक है। सो सन मून हमने देख लिया, सैटर्न एंड लग्न रिफ्लेक्टेड, वो भी हमने देख लिया। अब दोबारा बैक आ जाओ फिर से D1 पे। हमने देखा लग्न और 6th हाउस। व्हाट इज द नेक्स्ट स्टेप? सैटर्न, कारक, सैटर्न आल्सो वी हैव सीन। जब लग्न देखा तो सैटर्न हमने देख ही लिया था ना, सैटर्न भी रिफ्लेक्टेड ही था। एटलीस्ट 3 पैरामीटर्स हमारे निकले। ट्रीटमेंट की हेल्थ ट्रबल तो है। अब वो हेल्थ ट्रबल कहाँ से आ रहा था?
6 from Saturn.
6 from Saturn. ठीक है। So Saturn 6 from Saturn is again Leo.
हाँ, वो देख लिए हम लोग,
ठीक है। Again Leo. So now it should be coming into your mind. Okay, Sun is repeating and something Leo is repeating. ठीक है। लियो भी हमने ऑलरेडी देख चुके हैं हम लोग, सन भी हम देख चुके हैं। लियो का लॉर्ड कौन? सन। नाउ अब आपको सन को पर्टिकुलरली चेक करना है D6 और D30 में, तो सन आपको मिलेगा गड़बड़ी से, ठीक है। ये हो गया। अच्छा ठीक है, ये तो हो गया कि हेल्थ ट्रबल हो जाएगा कुछ सन से रिलेटेड और यहाँ कुछ मून से रिलेटेड, इतना तो मैं मिल गया आपको क्लियर, ठीक है। बट ये अभी ये उसका नहीं है, सर्जरी वगैरह का। Okay, that surgery and everything is connected with the Mars, and here Sun is connected with Mars only. Okay, in Lagna chart. Now, in this step, you have to include other factors. यहाँ पर अब Mars आ गया यहाँ पे, ठीक है। वहाँ Saturn के साथ वहाँ पर राहु केतु ऑलरेडी है, ठीक है। यहाँ पर अभी D30 में देखो Mars इन्वॉल्व नहीं है, रिपूस में तो कुछ नहीं होता, बट D60, तो D6 Mars in Leo. When you see 6 from Saturn, the 6 from Saturn is Leo, और यहाँ भी Leo में Mars ही है। Mars आया हमारे पिक्चर में। BP जब होगा तो BP में कौन सा ग्रह होता है?
Mars,
ठीक है। वो मिलेगा, देखो वो चार्ट गलत नहीं बोलेगी। This depends like how you are assessing your chart step by step, ठीक है। तो इतना क्लियर हुआ। लग्न देखा हमने, 6th हाउस देखा, 6th हाउस फ्रॉम लग्न। ऐसे सेम अब 8th हाउस फ्रॉम सैटर्न देख लो। 6 फ्रॉम सैटर्न देखा, 8 फ्रॉम सैटर्न देखो। सर्जरी देखना है, 6 फ्रॉम मार्स देखो।
yes,
6 from Mars means what? It's Virgo sign.
Virgo.
6 from Mars, Virgo. That Virgo sign, Lord Mercury is with Mars only.
Yeah, so connected हो गया.
It means कि लग्न चार्ट देख के एटलीस्ट इतना बता सकते हो कि मतलब कुछ ना एक्सीडेंट्स और ये कुछ ये चीजें होने की इनके साथ संभावना है. मतलब कुछ ना कुछ मेडिकल सर्जरी से क्योंकि मार्च से 8th, मार्च से 6th वो दिखाएगा. मार्च से 6th एक्सीडेंट भी दिखाता है. ठीक है. तो
सैटर्न और मरकरी दोनों वेन्स भी तो दिखाते हैं.
वेन्स भी दिखाते हैं. वो एरोटा इज अ काइंड ऑफ अ वेन. ओके. बट सन इज द कारक ऑफ एरोटा.
तो सन इज विद मरकरी ना. एंड मार्स.
मरकरी फिर के बाद वही आ गई. सन कुछ भी कोई भी एलिमेंट जो उसमें जो प्रधान होगा ना वो सन होगा. कंट्री का प्राइम मिनिस्टर सन. ठीक है. प्राइम मिनिस्टर प्रेसिडेंट है ना. आपके फैमिली का हेड सन. वेन्स हैं, आर्टरीज एंड वेन्स, उनका हेड सन.
गवर्नेंस सिस्टम.
तो एरोटा इज द हेड ऑफ ऑल वेन्स एंड आर्टरीज ना. सही है ना. एरोटा से इंपॉर्टेंट तो और कुछ है नहीं बॉडी में वेन्स के मामले में. ठीक है. तो अगेन वो सन ही कारक बना वहां पर. वो सन है किसके साथ? मार्स मरकरी के साथ. मार्स इज व्हाट? मार्स इज इंपॉर्टेंट. ओके. एंड 6th फ्रॉम मार्स दैट इज मरकरी, वो भी उसके साथ ही है. तो जब इस स्टेप में पहुंचोगे ना, यू हैव सम क्लियरिटी इन योर माइंड कि आपको कहाँ जाना है. अब आप उनसे आप उनको अभी भी अगर आपको ज्योतिष नहीं आती ना, कम से कम इतना तो आप बता दोगे कि सर्जरी है और एक्सीडेंट है. भले आप ऑर्गन ना बता पाओ, ऑर्गन के लिए थोड़ा सा और आपको मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी क्योंकि यू मस्ट बी हैविंग कंफ्यूजन. ओके. कि कहाँ हमको सन लेना है, कहाँ मून लेना है, तब दोनों ले लें. ठीक है. अभी तो कंफ्यूजन रहेगा. थोड़ा प्रैक्टिस के बाद ये भी क्लियर हो जाएगा. बट इतना तो बता दोगे कि यहाँ सर्जरी तो है कुछ. ठीक है. बट एज अ बिगिनर इतना आप लोग को बताना आ जाएगा. ठीक है. तो
एक चीज बोलना चाहूंगा. ये मुझे तब हुआ जिस रोज 18th था. 17th को अमावस्या था और नेक्स्ट डे मॉर्निंग में प्रतिपदा था.
सन मून के कॉम्बिनेशन.
यस.
के बाद ही वो चीज निकल गई.
इसलिए भी मैं आपको बता दूं कि ये आप देखिए कि अगर बाई चांस कोई और रीजन होता है, बिकॉज मेरा मार्केट में प्रोमिनेंस अच्छा था एंड कभी ऐसा होता है कोई बंदा कोई प्रोमिनेंस को खत्म करना चाहता है, तो दैट कैन बी पॉसिबल. बिकॉज I've seen so many fellows have seen my chart. Actually, I am having correct data. ये जो मेरा डाटा है बहुत अच्छा है. मैं I was born in government hospital. My parents were aware of this कि हाँ करेक्ट होना चाहिए डाटा. तो वो इसलिए मैंने आपको शेयर किया कि you will find so many events in my chart and in case you see any other thing, please मुझे ये नोटिस करवाएं. तो कम से कम ये है कि मैं आई विल टेक केयर ऑफ माई सेल्फ.
बिल्कुल.
हाँ. आई एम ऑन सो मच रिस्ट्रिक्शंस नाउ दीज डेज. मैं ईटिंग हैबिट्स मेरी चेंज हो गया. आई डोंट ईट ग्रीन वेजिटेबल्स. आई डोंट हैव टमाटोज. आई डोंट हैव दिस ऑयल. मैं बड़ा रिस्ट्रिक्टेड फूड पे हूँ. बट कभी कभी मैं कुछ ले लेता हूँ, लेकिन ये है कि हाँ बहुत ज्यादा रिस्ट्रिक्टेड हूँ मैं इस चीज के लिए. आई एम टेकिंग केयर ऑफ माई सेल्फ.
वो जरूरी भी है अभी तो वैसे भी देखते हुए. और इन टर्म्स ऑफ हॉरोस्कोप एंड चार्ट्स ओनली, इफ यू आस्किंग फॉर द लाइक फ्यूचर पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, प्रिकॉशंस की और हमें क्या करना चाहिए इसमें. ठीक है. तो इन टर्म्स ऑफ हेल्थ एंड ऑल, लाइक वी हैव सीन रिपीटेडली ओनली सन मून is connected in every level. Okay, so other than this, you don't need to worry about anything. है ना. इतना तो वो श्योर है. बट वीनस भी कनेक्टेड है. ठीक है. सो नाउ दैट मार्स बीपी एंड ऑल वो तो आपको ऑलरेडी पता है. ठीक है. वीनस कनेक्टेड है. तो वीनस जनरली there are two opinions on it. Jupiter and Venus both can give diabetes. Some say Jupiter, some say Venus. Okay, प्रश्न मार्क में I think Venus सीट होगा. या कृष्ण, किसी एक बुक में जुपिटर भी है, तो कंफ्यूजन है जुपिटर वीनस में। तो यहाँ पर वीनस इज ऑल्सो रिफ्लेक्टेड, तो समथिंग रिलेटेड टू वीनस ऑल्सो कैन बी पॉसिबल विद यू। ठीक है, तो वो डायबिटीज भी लग आ सकता है। कुल मिला के नर्वस सिस्टम में प्रॉब्लम है। ठीक है ना, नर्वस सिस्टम इज अ वेरी ब्रॉड काइंड ऑफ थिंग एंड एनीथिंग कैन बी हैपन इन नर्वस सिस्टम, बट नर्वस सिस्टम की वजह से ये बाकी सारी चीजें आपको मिलेंगी। ठीक है, तो
I would like to add one thing here. Saturn is in Lagna is always shows limitations and life with disciplined manner. So as long as you are following all the disciplined in relation to your health, then it will be good. Otherwise, Saturn will do like it's his nature.
Problem. And also, also in D30, or D30 is what? Ritus. Ritus means you need to put some limitation to control over this. Okay, so Saturn is affecting from every level. Venus is also doing same thing here. So it means the things related to Saturn and Venus, you have to follow some restrictions on it. आप खुद कर लो, नहीं तो प्रकृति आपसे कराएगी। तो whatever restrictions is put on you right now, that is the nature of प्रकृति। तो वो घूम फिर के वो आपको कराया है इसने, है ना। तो ऐसे करके इसमें और भी इंफॉर्मेशन अब आप इसमें निकाल, बट फिलहाल के लिए सजेशन सिर्फ ये है कि हार्ट को देखते हुए, पेनक्रेटिक इशू को देखते हुए, नर्वस सिस्टम, की तीनों को आपको ध्यान देना है। तो मेडिटेशन इज ऑल्सो सजेस्टेड फॉर यू इफ यू कैन फॉलो, because sun moon in D30 in D6 is important. So wherever sun moon combine, sun ketu combine, meditation is the best remedy for them.
Yeah, and I would like to add pranayama also, because Saturn is in the Lagna, and that too it is 12th lord. So pranayama and meditation is very crucial for you.
कपालभाति मत करना, इसको छोड़ के, ठीक है?
Yes.
So thing is now this systematic approach is important. Okay, तो जो भी स्टेप्स आप लोगों ने पढ़े हैं, ठीक है, उसको लाइटली मन नहीं लेंगे। ये प्रॉब्लम इज कि whenever you read one system ना, तो अब जब दूसरे सिस्टम पे आप जाते हो तो पहले वाले को आप छोड़ देते हो। तो मेरे साथ बस प्लस पॉइंट ये रहा है कि जो सिस्टम मैंने पढ़ा था मैंने, ठीक है, थैंक्स टू DS माथुर, I learned only one system, that is the DS Mathur system, and वो इतना DNA तक में घुस चुका है ना, आप लाख सिस्टम्स मुझे पढ़ा दो, वो नहीं जाएगा। ठीक है, तो जब तक आपके अंदर एक बेस सिस्टम आप डेवलप नहीं करोगे, उसके बाद आप KP पढ़ो, ये पढ़ो ना, भटकते रहोगे। Okay, see, learning every system is important. Okay, then only you can understand ना कि क्या loophole है, क्या इसका best part है। So whatever is best, you pick those things from different systems. So loophole है, उसको छोड़ देंगे। But वो identify कैसे करोगे? अगर आप ही भटक रहे हो सब, पहले अपने वैदिक करा, फिर यहाँ करा, फिर वहाँ करा, आपके हाथ में कुछ नहीं है आज के टाइम पे। इसीलिए ये प्रॉब्लम है। तो सिस्टमेटिक तरीके से करें, प्रैक्टिस करो जितना हो सकता है, तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं होगी। ठीक है, और इसीलिए और एक और इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग कि पीटीआर के उसमें ना पड़े। ठीक है, तो जो है बाकी इनका जो क्वेश्चन है जिसके लिए उन्होंने चार्ट दिखाया, बीटीआर अगर आप चाहें तो इसके लिए आप करा सकते हैं। कि मुझे कहीं ना कहीं लगता है कि D60 में यहाँ जरूरत है ना। तो बहुत जल्दी अभी महेंद्र सर के साथ हम लोग करेंगे सेशन बीटीआर पे ही, तो वहां पर ये चार्ट हम दोबारा ले सकते हैं, है ना। तो बीटीआर की जरूरत है कि अभी महेंद्र सर ने आई थिंक चेक भी कर लिया होगा अगर अभी सिस्टम पे है तो।
सर आप कपालभाति के लिए,
हाँ जी,
हाँ कुछ कह रहे थे, कुछ किसी ने बोला बीच में।
हाँ जी जी सर, मैं बोल रही थी सर, आप कपालभाति क्यों ना बोल रहे हैं?
कपाल अच्छा क्यों ना बोला मैंने, वो उसके कारण है इसमें। ठीक है
जी बोले।
अभी वीनस सैटर्न के साथ, ठीक है।
अच्छा ठीक है, कुंडली के हिसाब से बोल रहे हैं।
कुंडली के हिसाब से बोला मैंने, वैसे नहीं
हाँ।
मतलब कुंडली
और
के हिसाब
एक
से
बात
बोला।
है, उसके चंद्र पर से शनि पसार हो रहा था, मैं भी उसी वक्त पसार हुई थी ना।
हाँ।
मैं भी मेरा हाँ मकर लग्न है।
हाँ।
तो फिर यानी मून पर से शनि पसार हुआ था, 7:30 हुई ना।
7:30 हाँ 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 7:30 हुआ सिमिलर टाइम पे। So Kapalbhati का reason, very simple. Kapalbhati is one of the good thing, but it is not a pranayam. First thing, okay. People consider Kapalbhati as a pranayam. It is not a pranayam. It's a kriya. Kapalbhati is kriya. Okay, first and Venus, the lord of third house. Okay, 8th house combined with the Saturn. Okay, so anything forcefully done, especially with your breathing, that will give you problems. It means again you need restrictions in your breathing pattern. वो restrictions प्राणायाम में नहीं है, उसमें नहीं है कपालभाति में, restrictions प्राणायाम में है. In pranayam you need to do it systematically, okay? So with some restriction and some skills. कपालभाति बहुत अलग चीज है, कपालभाति is a क्रिया. तो वो यहाँ नहीं. अब प्राणायाम you can choose the pranayam. Now also we can now go to more deeper and which pranayam and all. That इतना हमको नहीं वहम कर रहना है. फिलहाल जो आप कर रहे हैं वो करते चले, थोड़ा सा अपने लाइफस्टाइल में मेडिटेशन और ये प्राणायाम ये सब ऐड करें, जो रिस्ट्रिक्शंस है वो फॉलो करें. सन एंड वीनस से रिलेटेड जो रिस्ट्रिक्शंस आप और निकाल सकते हैं, नेट पे थोड़ा देखें, बुक्स पढ़ें, इनमें जो भी निकलते हैं कारक तत्व, उस पर थोड़ा सा आपको रिविजिट करने की जरूरत है. ठीक है, तो ये है तो पूरा सेशन का कंक्लूजन. अगर D60 इसमें तो चलो ठीक है, फिर भी वी कैन लुक D60. ये ओके, ये लग्न यम. यम इज ऑल्सो रिस्ट्रिक्शन. ठीक है, यम काल, ऑल दीज थिंग्स आर शोइंग रिस्ट्रिक्शंस ओनली. ठीक है, एंड सन काल पावक. व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ काल पावक?
कालाग्नि.
Kalagni. And moon Soumya. Okay, moon is still better. Mars Komala, still better. See, these moon and Mars, if they have a good hamsha, it doesn't mean they will not give you, they can participate indirectly, but not in the mainstream. Okay, Mercury, Kala, Jupiter, Venus, so again this is in the Shubha Hamsha. Saturn, again Shubha Hamsha. ठीक है, राहु अति शीतक. अति शीतक means the thing is the prime planets which we seeing from D1, D6, D30, even in D12 also we can check. Okay, Saturn exalted, Sun in Aquarius to 12th house of Lagna. Okay, and sorry, Saturn is in debilitation. Okay, Sun in the 12th house of Lagna chart. Okay, what else? Moon, Libra, 8th house. Okay, Lagna is Leo, that is 6th house of D1 chart. Again, same thing will repeat. Means till D12 there is no any issue with this chart. Even in D30, no issues. Means time is not required to rectify till D30. This we can say, but in D60 it is required because any of these things are not matching here.
Can we take a look at D40 or 45 as well? Now that we have seen everything, might as well.
तो भी देख लेते हैं. तो तेजेंद्र जी, ये इतना क्लियर हुआ ना अब इसमें यहाँ पर एक्टिव की जरूरत क्यों पड़ रही है? क्योंकि डेटीज यू कैन सी, एक्सेप्ट लग्न जो भी रिस्पॉन्सिबल प्लैनेट्स हैं वो तो हमें यहाँ पर चेंज करना पड़ेगा, इसलिए यहाँ पर जरूरत पड़ेगा.
यस सर,
D60 का. ठीक है, नाउ यू आर सेइंग D40 45. अब इससे हम क्या निकालेंगे कंक्लूजन D40 45 पे?
Basically, affliction is coming through which pap grah? What is the source?
देख लो तो बहुत आसान है, D40 करना है, किस्म बचा कैसे? चार हाउसेस में सारे ग्रह आ गए.
Right. So
D45 भी आप देख लो. Actually, D40, 45, there are many applications of it. Okay, one of application we have discussed today, like if this is a karmic problem, so from where it is coming from, whether you are developing it yourself in this life, or you are taking it from the previous life, or it is coming from your lineage. So 40, 45 is about lineage. Okay. So maybe it is connected to lineage, maybe he created himself. That depends. Okay, like if you see D45, Saturn, debilitation, moon with moon.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Sun is in Gemini. So Sun is in Gemini means Gemini sign.
4th house in D1.
4th house.
Yeah.
Okay, Venus, Taurus sign in the 3rd house.
3rd house.
The Sun is still better here.
Yes.
Okay, but still the rest of the planets are not in a good position. So at compare D40, D45 is more prominent for us. From the father, paternal side.
Yes, sir.
आपके फादर की लिनेज में कोई हार्ट का ऐसा कुछ प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं है ना?
नहीं, फादर की उसमें नहीं है कुछ भी. मेरी तो एंसेस्ट्री में फादर
की फैमिली में ऐसा कुछ नहीं प्रोमिनेंट
नहीं,
हार्ट से रिलेटेड कुछ नहीं
कुछ नहीं.
Nervous system can also be one of the factors.
नहीं, मेरी जो lineage है वो तो वैद थे पाकिस्तान में.
हाँ, तो वैद होंगे तो फिर तो ठीक है ना. अब तो वो तो आउट ऑफ कॉन्टेक्स्ट हो गया अभी फिलहाल ना.
हाँ जी. मदर को शायद था, उनको कुछ था, प्रॉब्लम था.
ठीक है. So the thing is the same problem, or else some these karmas, these things are coming from this D45. मधुसूदन जी ने डाला है सर BTR टाइम इज 3:41:30. अच्छा, इन्होंने कर दिया.
सर
थैंक यू. लेट्स सी 3:41:30.
So moon should come to Aries, I think, in D60.
तो क्या फर्क पड़ा हमको भी?
अच्छा, Saturn moon in Aries here. क्या चेंज हुआ?
पोजीशन चेंज हुए होंगे ना इन सब के भी.
I think लग्ना चेंज हो गया था उसमें, but the signs have not really changed in D45.
ठीक है, इसे करते हैं. अभी बहुत टाइम हो गया अभी.
हाँ.
तो इतना आप लोग को एटलीस्ट इस चार्ट को डिस्कशन के बाद एटलीस्ट ये तो आप लोग को क्लियर हुआ ना. सिस्टमैटिक एनालिसिस इज व्हाट वी रिक्वायर.
Yes, sir. And one conclusion, sir, जो D30 हम लोग देखे थे, so we can say part of the problem he's facing is coming from D45, जो parental lineage, and partly it's also coming from D35 because of some lifestyle issues and compulsive tendencies and habits.
D35, ये कौन सा?
D30.
D30 is there. That is sure. D45 is also there, but D45 verification is very tough. वेरीफाई कैसे करें इसको ना, क्योंकि जरूरी नहीं है कि वो हेल्थ ट्रबल वहाँ रिफ्लेक्ट हो, बट वो कर्मा तो रिफ्लेक्ट होगा, और वो वेरीफाई कैसे करोगे? बात वही होगी. जितनी भी पास्ट टाइप वाली टेक्निक्स हैं ये हैं, तो ये वेरीफाई करना मुश्किल है. उनका मैनिफेस्टेशन है. ठीक है. टिल D30 इट इज शोइंग, D60 भी शोइंग, इट मींस D45 इज बाउंड टू शो. इसका ये तरीका है, क्योंकि वो तो पूरा चेन बनेगा ना उसमें. ऐसा नहीं होगा कि D45 40 बच गए और बाकी में दिख रहा है. ऐसा नहीं होता. कर्मा मैनिफेस्टेशन वो हर जगह से होगा,
एवरी लेवल.
यस. तो वो D45 तक भी टाइम इनका ठीक हो सकता है. आगे करेंगे तो वो हो जाएगा, वो भी ठीक. सीरीज ऑफ इवेंट्स. हर चीज वो कर्मा से जुड़ा हुआ, तो वो उसका सीरीज बनेगा पूरा. ऐसा नहीं होगा कि D9 में रिफ्लेक्ट नहीं होगा, D10 में हो रहा है, D30 में नहीं हो रहा है. गैप नहीं मिलेगा, वो होगा सब में होगा.
I've seen my chart. I've seen बर्थ टाइम जो है, बर्थ टाइम करेक्शन अगर करता हूँ तो मैं उसमें क्या होता क्या है कि बेटे का जो बर्थ है बिल्कुल एग्जैक्ट टाइमिंग आता है उसका।
अच्छा।
अगर पुत्र, अगर बाई चांस पुत्र साहब में जाते हैं उसमें ट्रांजिट में, अगर इसमें जाएंगे तो पुत्र साहब में जाके अगर बाई चांस मैं इसको करेक्ट करता हूँ तो मेरा मैरिज जिस दिन हुआ है उसमें अगर बाई चांस ये बोलते हैं विवाह साहब, जैसे जो स्पेशल ट्रांजिट है इनकेस इसी में जगन्नाथपुरा में
सहम आते हैं इसमें।
हाँ, यस यस यस, ट्रांजिट में ये स्पेशल सहम्स आ रहे हैं नीचे, स्पेशल सहम्स, ये नीचे थर्ड वाला, ये जो ट्रांजिट आपने बेसिक लगाया ना नीचे वाले, नीचे बेसिक बिल्कुल एग्जैक्टली, हाँ यस, these are special सहम्स and now this is mentioned here, yeah, Vivaha Sahm and all these things I have seen. Actually I have corrected myself. मैं कोशिश कर रहा हूँ सीखने की। मेरी सर्जरी के बाद मेरी थोड़ी याददाश्त कम हो गई, इसलिए मैं थोड़ा सा आपको फिर दोबारा तकलीफ दिया।
तो नहीं, इसको ये अच्छा चीज है, तो इसको हम एक काम कर सकते हैं ना
जी,
बिफोर यू रीच टू दिस लेवल और सिस्टमेटिक तरीके से इसको किया जा सकता है।
जी 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 जी,
है ना। देयर आर 2 प्राइमरी स्टेप्स फॉर द बीटीआर, है ना। तो वो करके फिर हम ये भी लगाएंगे, काम करेंगे, तो अच्छी चीज है। ये मॉड्यूल मैंने भी नहीं देखा अभी तक इसमें,
हाँ
कभी मैंने यूज नहीं करा इसको, बट
नहीं, इट इज वेरी फाइन। मैं ये जो बहुत अच्छा सॉफ्टवेयर लिखा हुआ है, मैंने काफी कुछ इस्तेमाल करके देखा। अगर इनकेस आप इसमें मैरिज देखना चाहते हैं, डेट ऑफ मैरिज देखना चाहते हैं, यू कैन फाइंड दिस फ्रॉम दिस पर्टिकुलर प्लेस ट्रांजिट।
अभी तक तो मैं सहम ताजिक और इसमें मैंने यूज किया हुआ है।
सहम ताजिक में मत जाइए आप, ऐसा अगर बाई चांस
इसको भी कर सकते हैं।
सन के ऊपर जुपिटर का एस्पेक्ट आएगा तो नवमास में वो कहाँ पे होगा, देन यू विल गेट द डेट ऑफ मैरिज आल्सो। बहुत सारा है।
विनायक सर एक सेकंड, तेजेंद्र सर
जी,
आपने आपके दादा को देखा था क्या?
दादा को नहीं, I have never seen my grandfather.
Never seen. You have heard anything about your grandfather, that how he passed away or something like that from your father?
By accident.
By
accident.
By accident. Okay.
He was run over by the bus in Shimla.
Okay.
दादा मतलब फादर की लिनेज होगी।
हाँ, फादर की लिनेज। इनका D45 में उदय हो रहा है कैंसर साइन ना, और इनके D1 में वो कैंसर साइन 5th हाउस में जा रही है, जो दादा को दिखाएगी।
वो मिलेगा, मैंने बोला ना कि वो थोड़ा वेरीफाई करने में थोड़ा टफ है, क्योंकि वो काम तेजिंदर जी कर पाएंगे, वो हम नहीं कर पाएंगे। हम खाली इंडिकेशन दे सकते हैं। अभी जैसे आपने इन्होंने
नहीं, व्हाट यू आर डूइंग ना इज माइंड ब्लोइंग। मैं तो कई बार चीजें ऐसे, मैं आई एम माई सेल्फ लर्निंग फ्रॉम, आप जानते ही हैं, आप बहुत सारे मतलब सुनील जी वगैरह उनको मैं देखते रहते हैं, तो ये हम लगे हुए हैं और बहुत कुछ सीखे हैं, आप ही लोगों से सीखे हैं। तो
नहीं अच्छा है, बट वही है कि थोड़ा सा अपना अप्रोच चेंज करना है हम लोगों को, क्योंकि the current approach which everybody is following is very dangerous.
मैं जैन शर्मा जी के साथ जुड़ा हुआ हूँ।
तो अब तो प्रश्न एक्सपर्ट है।
अरे नहीं, प्रश्न एक्सपर्ट नहीं हूँ मैं, लेकिन ऐसा मैं जी वो तो बहुत, उनका अगर 1% आएगा तो मैं बहुत अच्छा अपने आप को मानूंगा।
उनका अच्छा मास्टरी है ताजिक में, नो डाउट।
यस,
तो हम सीख रहे हैं, तो एटलीस्ट कुछ तो अब करते ही हैं इसमें।
जी ये चार्ट में रिफ्लेक्ट मेरे होता नहीं
क्या?
ये अगर बाई चांस एस्ट्रोलॉजी अगर देखा जाए तो अगर जैसे अमितेश जी को देखा जाए, अमितेश जी का फेस जो अगर बाई चांस फेस कट देखा जाए तो ये पूर्व फाल्गुनी का कुछ दिखता है इनका। पूर्व फाल्गुनी मीन्स अगर बाई चांस ये देखा जाए तो इनका जो फेस स्ट्रक्चर है, अगर ये देखा जाए तो ये मुझे ऐसा लगता है अपना सुनील जॉन जैसा है चेहरा। तो अगर पूर्व फाल्गुनी अगर देखा जाए तो आप ये देख के देखिए, अमितेश जी बताएंगे। अमितेश जी सिन्हा जी बताइए प्लीज, क्या चाहते हैं सर?
पूर्व फाल्गुनी बनता है, कुछ प्रोमिनेंट है कुछ पूर्व फाल्गुनी आपके चार्ट में?
एक सेकंड, क्योंकि मेरा मून तो विशाखा नक्षत्र में है सर, एंड पूर्व फाल्गुनी इज नॉट शोइंग अ प्रोमिनेंटली।
5th 8th एंड 12th का कोई लॉर्ड पूर्व फाल्गुनी में
कोई नहीं है सर।
नहीं अलग बात है वो। ठीक है, चार्ट में एस्ट्रोलॉजी का तो इसमें आपका दिखता है करिंदर जी, ऐसा नहीं है कि नहीं है। ठीक है, तो वो नक्षत्र वाला
तो उनका तो केतु 9th हाउस में कह सकते हैं ना सर।
केतु 9th में, केतु 9th मेरा भी है। ठीक है, तो केतु 9th वाले में तो होता है
एस्ट्रोलॉजी।
और 9th हाउस से रिलेटेड अगर हम लोग ब्लेसिंग करेंगे तो वो काम बन जाते हैं।
काम बन जाए। इनका स्कॉर्पियो भी है।
उनका स्कॉर्पियो भी है। ठीक है, तो वो भी दैट इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट इज सी इन फॉर ज्योतिष में ऑलमोस्ट एवरी हाउस इज इम्पोर्टेंट। with every house will play a role, but important is second house if indeed walks in the. ठीक है,
what is the date of surgery, sir?
Yes,
can you tell the date of surgery and date and time of surgery?
18th January 2018.
No, exact date of surgery.
Surgery, yes, it is on the same day because it was
same day. So I say
18th
in the afternoon.
In the evening by 6:30 or
6:30.
It is on 18th itself, 18th January.
I just wrote that.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
You all can do some R&D on the start ना, so कुछ किसी को कुछ भी इनपुट मिलता है नेक्स्ट सेशन में आप लोग शेयर करिए। ठीक है, और कुछ फ्यूचर के लिए भी कुछ है ना, ताकि थोड़ा सा और भी उनका पर्पस पूरा हो। ठीक है, सो ठीक है, आज का सेशन एंड करते हैं, काफी लेट हो गए हैं। सो आई होप यू ऑल कैन यूटिलाइज whatever we have studied till now.
Thanks and really obliged.
Thank you Devinder for joining us.
So much time, your precious time, and everyone is waiting for listening this session. I am really thankful to you. All
अभी भी 30 लोग सुन रहे हैं, बहुत बड़ी बात है।
सर बहुत अच्छा था आज का। It's an incredible session.
Thanks a lot, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Namaskar.
Namaskar. Namaskar.
Thank you.
Good night, sir.
Good night. Jai Gurudev.
Namaskar.
Namaste.
Namaste, Dolly. Namaste.